streets with diamonds in our eyes. Out with the vampires under a midnight sky. My mind so hypnotized. It was exciting. It was the 90s. Mama didn't understand it, and Daddy always said that I was going too far. Said there's never any compromising if you try to win the battle to be who you are. I danced to the left, I danced to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm back with the same old faces and dead end places. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So will you take a little walk on the wild side? Be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there?
What's up, everybody? 1:35 p.m. Eastern. We're back. We made it to another week. Monday style show coming at you here. Hope everyone's ready for that. Got to start with a bit of a schedule style announcement here. Small, very small, extremely small. So there will be some piss man tonight. Piss style man is coming tonight. But I'm going to officially announce this now. But I have good news as well, okay, Piss Style fans. Piss Style is going to move to Kick, okay? I'll explain why real quickly. If I start streaming on YouTube, people expect a certain style of content. You know what I'm saying, guys? They expect something to happen. They expect lol countness to happen. And when that doesn't happen, people get a little bit upset, right? So I'd rather than turn down to offend people, I'd rather just do it somewhere else where that is expected, where I can do whatever the fuck I want. But I offer you this in return for the promise. I offer you this in return for that promise. On Thursday, this week, shall be one of the most legendary lore streams you shall ever see. And it is thus. I'm pushing the button here. Let me hit the music first. There is one subject many have asked for, but I have not delivered on the subject. And I've waited way too long, far too long, to do this topic. Thanks to many people, we have now made it happen. I will now show you what that is. The statue stream shall happen on Thursday. Every single statue detailed. Every single statue detailed. The entire amount he has paid for the statue shall be revealed with video proof and article proof. That will be Thursday. It will probably be a two-parter, if not more. But we will see. It is definitely over $10,000, okay? It is definitely over $10,000. But I'll let you know the details when that happens. That will be Thursday at some point, all right? Right now. It might change to be Wednesday, but I'm just going to say with Thursday for now. It might be even earlier. But yeah, this is insane amount of work that I did not put in. Someone else did the heavy lifting, and I'm just adding a few things here and there. But I'll let you know when that happens. It's going to be pretty hype. So there we go. The statue stream is definitely happening, and it is definitely over 10,000 Realm Treader. Absolutely. Okay, so let's get through the weekend, all right? Weekend in review. Weekend in review is... there's been a certain new whale that's come up, and it goes by the name of Final Wish. So whenever there's a new whale that makes sure every goal is hit, it's usually a boring time because there's less crash outs and less nonsense for us to go over. That doesn't mean there's none, okay? So there is a few things to go over before we start. And I do say new. I mean new in name alone. You know what I'm saying? Because it is just the endless... search, the endless cycle of searches that happen. Vike says, is Saru research on the figures? No, Cerulean is being a student now, so he's busy. This is someone else. He's out of work. He's trying to research to become a better researcher. But no, this is not a Cerulean style one here. By the way, Vikes did win his parlay. That is a sad state for everybody I know. Vikes did win his parlay yesterday. So unfortunately, Vikes did win this time, guys. I apologize for that. We'll get him next week. Don't worry. But anyways, there was a previous person that was hitting these goals. Every once in a while they come up. What was it? Not your future stepdad, but the other YouTube ones like... what was that one? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? But one goes, and then another name comes to do the exact same thing, right? That's because they changed their names, and DSP probably tells them to do so, right? I mean, that's just how it goes. He tells them to do Deer in Headlights, who's trying to think of. Where's Deer in Headlights been? I don't know, but there's a fresh new guy. You know what I mean? So that's how it goes. And DSP in the past has told people to do that to avoid attention. right? So that's what's going on here, but it won't last forever. Final Wish was already not there yesterday night, and that's why he had to rely on a last-second $50 style to get to the goal even with his hype new American Truck Simulator stream. But anyways, let's go back. So I found a few fun things. This is where DSP was bitching about the FGC. We definitely want to play the YouTube rant as well, but this FGC one I thought was worth playing. So let's start with this. This is from Friday night, actually. Haven't had a pre-stream since then.
There's money around. What the hell was that?
So if I'm going to play one and be interested, it's going to be Marvel. 2XKO. I've already explained this, but I'll explain it again because people are going to keep asking
Yes, the best game of all time. Go ahead.
It's designed by one of the Cannon brothers. These
What?
people who used to run Evo and used to run SRK.com.
That sounds
and all
hype.
That. I do not have a good relationship with the Cannon brothers.
Shit!
Over history, they've pretty much done some bad stuff that I don't agree with, and I'm just not going to support this game. Period.
What bad
I'm
stuff?
just not going to support it at all. I don't care about the fact that there's only 9 characters. I don't care about the easy mode inputs. I just don't like the people who made it. So I'm not going to play it or support it. It's that simple. Okay?
There you go. Well, that's definitely true, right?
Okay.
That's definitely true.
Real men don't hold grudges about dumb shit. I'm hoping for the best tonight, but you never know. We'll have to see how it goes. But it would be great to get a great stream tonight when it comes to it.
Okay, we don't need to see this part. Next up, I think he talks even about it more, a little bit deeper here. No, he does not. Okay, so now we're going to go into the YouTube rant. So I just wanted to bring up that he hates the Cannon Brothers still to this moment. Now we're going to go to when he talks about YouTube. All right, YouTube. Big Us Mr. Extravagant says, is there any amount of money I can give to get Snoop back on the show on Mondays? YouTube makes such a great team. We're all missing out. Big up Snoot fucks. Oh, well, I just don't do guests anymore. It's a big nonsense. It's a big rigmarole to get guests in here. And as you've seen, I haven't had a guest since Atlas for many months now, and I'm going to keep it that way, I think. But big as Mr. Extravagant. Thank you, sir.
To talk about today, okay? It's something that we have been discussing for the last week, that there seemed to be across the board, it's not just me, it's not just certain creators, across the board, across all of YouTube, there's been a distinct noticing of a declining amount of views, and everyone's been scratching their head trying to figure out why is everyone's views down, okay? For me, I am seeing it. It's not a humongous problem or anything for me because, as I've explained to you last week, the vast majority of my support comes from the live streams. You guys doing super chats, memberships, subs over on Kick, which I emphasize because we haven't had a sub yet. And it would be great to get our first sub of the week on Kick right now. It would be amazing to get
I'm
a
going to
sub
1.5 this bitch because this goes super long.
for support right now on Kick. Right now.
All right.
As in, at this moment that I'm mentioning it, live on stream, our first sub of the week. Now. Okay, I guess we're not going to get the first sub of the week. I had to try. I had to try. Come on.
Very cool and chill, man. Very awesome.
Anyway, so.
Now he just sets himself up for failure now. Like, I think he's not going to do that anymore, I bet.
What was I saying? Anyway, I make the vast majority of my income via live streams. Okay, tips. So, we got our first sub of the week from Scored. All right, let's get that on the leaderboard.
There, Final Wish just sent 20.
Community. Memberships. That's pretty crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Final Wish. Really appreciate that. Thank you so very, very much. All right. Wow. So we're almost up to 2 goals already. I mean, that's pretty crazy that we're almost up to 2 goals on the stream already. And then, like,
can we get 3?
I said only 1 more goal and it'll be DSP tries it. I'm thinking tonight, hopefully people will do what they said they were going to do and show up and support American Truck Sim, and then we could do DSP tries it tomorrow. That'd be amazing. All right. Well, congrats to everyone who's getting gifts right now and enjoying a great week of content that I'm.
Okay.
Very nice. Okay. So, as you can see, the vast majority of my income comes from live streaming. Okay. There is some of my income that comes from on-demand video views. All right, there is, admittedly, and that's the ad revenue. You know, ads running on my videos and people watching. The thing is, I'm no longer a big YouTuber. You know, I bring in roughly like 500,000 views a month here on this channel. So
hasn't been 500,000 for many months. Let me see the exact number there. He gets 420, I think. Let's see. The last time he got 500,000 views was how many months ago? Let's see. I'm sure it was during the King arc. So the last time he had 500,000 views, and I'm speaking, 500,000 views was last in January of this year when it was 505,000. That was the last time. Before that, it took until literally September, which was the middle of the King arc, when he got 700,000 views, all thanks to the King arc. Isn't that wild? He got 200,000 extra views from the King arc. That's kind of insane. I guess so many tourists add up, you know? And he did a lot of other stuff too, but that's wild. Like for like that 2-month period, he went from 493,000 to 673,000 in August to 699,000 in September. And then it went down below 500,000 until the last 2 months have been 4,200, which are the lowest. That's crazy.
The viewership's decent, but that's not like if it were my full-time job to make on-demand videos, I would not be able to make a living with 500,000 views a month. To be fair, okay, I can't. It would not work.
To be fair,
but because you guys support my streams, I make a good living. All right, and thank you again. Thank you all so much for that. But this has been something going on because sadly, there are creators who rely on the on-demand ad revenue, notably people who aren't live streamers, but instead people who make video essays, people who do in-depth videos that are like reviews or breakdowns, daily vloggers and news people, that kind of stuff. They're putting out videos and they need people to watch the videos and make ad revenue on them. And what's happening right now is views are declining across the board. And this is leading not only to a dip in what people are worried about revenue, but also if your views go down, that doesn't look good publicly. So what if you're a big YouTube channel that typically gets 10 million views a month, and all of a sudden now you're only getting 6?
99.9% of your audience doesn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't.
Well, what happened to your channel?
You know how like YouTube is made up of people that don't give a shit about the creator that much, guys. They say they make interesting videos and they watch them, right? They don't care about the views. I know the most invested, but that is a very small minority of people that care about how many views the video is getting. Like, imagine that.
Now, sponsors might look at your channel and look like, well, I used to give this guy sponsorships, but his channel's in decline, so I'm not going to offer them the sponsorship anymore. So this could be a huge problem, okay? And so what's happened is people have been seeking answers as to why the views have declined roughly in the last month.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what DSP thinks.
Where views went boom, just got a big dip out of nowhere. But here's the thing. YouTube has said nothing about it. YouTube didn't say, oh, we changed the algorithm, views will count differently. And in fact, prominent YouTubers have reached out to YouTube and asked YouTube what's going on, to which they've received the response, nothing, we don't know what you're talking about.
Yes.
No exaggeration. You reach out to YouTube creator support, and they say they don't know anything. They know nothing at all, okay? So, YouTubers have taken the matter into their own hands to figure out, all right? And I don't blame them. At this point, if you're seeing something that could majorly affect your business, you need to take matters into your own hands. I've had to do it before. I've had situations where I've had false copyright strikes, fake memberships, other bullshit, and I had to figure it out for myself because there was no other way to do it because YouTube doesn't help you. They just don't, okay?
And even knowing this information doesn't even help you, so I don't know why that matters. But okay, go ahead.
But before we get into the topic, Diamond actually just asked me a very pertinent question, okay? Diamond just asked me in chat, well, Phil, do you actually believe that YouTube doesn't know what's going on? That they really have no clue either what's causing the view dip? Here's the truth. Here's what I think. I don't have anything to corroborate this. All I have is 17 years of history as a YouTuber.
So nothing. So that means nothing then.
YouTube is run in a way that basically a very small group of people control the entire site, but those are not the people that talk to anyone, okay? There's the upper management way up here. These are, the people in charge of YouTube who make all the decisions in a boardroom every day. And then there's the people who are right under them, the middle manager.
Like every other fucking company. Go ahead.
And then there's the coders. All those people are at the top of YouTube.
Yes.
And none of them have transparency.
Okay, so it sounds like a pretty normal, huge fucking company. What's next? Go ahead.
Whatsoever to anyone who uses the website. I want you to think about that, okay? They run the site. They're in charge of it. They make decisions on a daily basis that could make or break entire businesses that are based on the site. But they have no direct communication to anyone who actually uses their site. Instead, they've employed a group of customer service representatives, creator support agents who aren't based in the United States. They're over in the Middle East, they're over in India, wherever you want to say. You can tell because if you talk to them, half the time they don't speak proper English or they're just copy-pasting form letters. This is not me trying to be...
Like every other customer service situation for all different companies. Go ahead.
...racist. I'm telling you my experience with them. Like, you'll explain something to them in plain English, and they have absolutely no idea what you just said.
Well, that's probably because you're talking to AI bot. But okay, go ahead.
Flabbergasted and confused. They can't understand a conversation in English. But then they'll give you form letter responses that you can tell they're copy-pasting out of a notebook somewhere.
That's because he writes 14 paragraphs.
They don't know what you're talking about, okay? So it's pretty sad.
You know, he got the monologues, you know, like, okay, like June said, you asked a lot of questions there, sir. Could you write back your question for this, or am I just going to read all this? You know how it goes.
Because that's who you have to work with. Like, there was times when I told you guys this story. There was a few years ago. I found a horrible exploit in YouTube, okay? Now, I've never publicly talked about it, and I'm never going to, because I don't know if YouTube ever closed this exploit. But I found a heinous exploit by which people could actually do heinous things on YouTube. I contacted creator support, and I provided them with a ton of evidence about it, and talking to them is like talking to a deer in headlights. They had
Well, speaking of deer in headlights, he just dropped $1,000.
no fucking clue what I was talking about. They didn't even know what was on a screen or anything. They don't know. They don't use the site. They're just line-level employees over in the Middle East or India who don't understand English.
So you want to talk directly to the coders here? That'd be interesting. Hey, yes, this is Steve Smith with the Coders Association here. I'm coding something right now. But yes, you have a customer service question? Yeah, sure, I'll take care of that. Yeah, hold on. Let me stop doing what I'm doing here. Yeah, go ahead. What's your idea?
And they don't even know what you're talking about. What do you mean this screen? What do you mean this thing? Can you screenshot it? Can you screenshot it? Can you screenshot it? Can you screenshot it? So you send them 17, 18 screenshots, and they still don't know what you're talking about. Like, it's horrible. So the truth is, I would guarantee you 100% that whatever YouTube has done to change views, okay, that there's this big decline in views, that the upper echelon of YouTube knows all about it. They're the ones who wanted this change. They're the ones who told their coders to institute it. The coders rolled it out properly as they were told, but there's just zero transparency on YouTube. YouTube changes the algorithm regularly and never tells anyone. So you could be doing something incredibly
They should never tell people what they're doing with the algorithm, by the way.
well and being rewarded for it, and then the next day you do the same thing and it gets absolutely no attention and you get nothing for it. Well, what did I do wrong?
You think the Mr. Beast videos are bad with the algorithm shit. If they tell you what the algorithm's looking for, it would be Mr. Beast times 1,000,000. Everybody would be Mr. Beast.
Nothing. YouTube just decided to change. They've done this so many times over the years. There was the time when they decided longer videos with longer watch time will bring in better advertisers. Therefore, we're going to reward people who make longer videos, and we're actually going to take shorter videos and just brush them under the rug. They won't show up in the algorithm anymore. That's why all of my old body of work doesn't show up anymore. Videos like Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Spider-Man.
I love how he always brings that up like that's his magnum opus. That's my stairway to heaven, dude. Why doesn't that show up?
Shattered Dimension. Playthroughs that had millions and millions of views. My Resident
Yeah, that's the case. That is the case now, but that's why they got to keep changing it and evolving, because people are just now like Mr. Beast kind of did break it, so they got to keep actively changing it to just try to make the algorithm show you good content, not what the algorithm wants to see, and that's a tough balancing act,
Evil 5 DLC Lost in Nightmares that had millions and millions of views. These videos would bring in tens of thousands of views a month, and then they went to zero because YouTube changed the algorithm and no one can find them.
Yeah. Why would you want to find them?
Perhaps YouTube's going the other way, because the rumor is that now everything's about the instant gratification. Everything wants to emulate how TikTok works. So now if you make shorter videos, maybe now those videos get more ads and more revenue and things like that, right?
Yeah. Shorter videos get more ads and revenue. Yes.
Not sure. We don't know, but that's what it seems like. That's the direction that they're going. By the way, is YouTube chat working? YouTube chat has not moved in 3 minutes. Are you guys all right on YouTube? Is everything okay?
No, they just checked out.
Or did the chat crash? Is the stream even working?
They're too dumb to know what you're talking about because you don't even know either. So
everyone on Kick is talking, but it seems like the YouTube viewers fell asleep. You guys all right?
Wake up, guys.
So here's the thing. Okay, now it's moving. Okay.
Yeah. Wake up, guys. Hello.
So here's the thing. So now, oh, by the way, I have a couple shout outs to do, and I will in a second. So now, everyone's trying to speculate what is causing the video view drop. Well, as you all know, everything happens when I'm off. Everything happens on my day off, right? Historically, it's always on my day off. So,
what?
In regards to this, okay, so here's the deal. Ladies and gentlemen,
what?
I cracked the case.
Oh, my
During
God.
my day off, I could have been spending time with my wife. I could have been spending time with Jasper Kitty. I could have been just relaxing. No, I was at work for you, cracking this case. I put in an insane amount of arduous work, time investment, and effort. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that I personally have gotten to the bottom of this issue by watching this video that someone sent me to watch and skimming through it.
Okay.
Okay, so full credit goes to Josh Strife Hayes.
He probably likes him, by the way.
A YouTuber who actually went deep into this issue.
He probably likes him.
And actually figured out.
That's one of DSP's favorite. Also one of Cat's favorite YouTubers.
What actually is going on. He found concrete evidence, and now other YouTubers have run with this story and are all looking at their analytics and confirming it, okay? So here's the deal.
He makes very cool videos, by the way. I love his videos where you follow where the water goes. Like, that's exactly my kind of, like, second monitor content right there. It's, like, stupid shit that doesn't matter at all, but you can still watch it and be interested. That's what I like. I love when he goes to Skyrim and he's like, where does this river start? Like the dumbest question ever, but you're interested too,
There's ways that we can show it. We can look at a big YouTuber and we can look at me, and you're going to see that the story actually jives. All right?
Yes, he does,
so first,
Pandery.
let's take a look at...
No, it's not. I'll show you. Is that the wrong guy? I definitely know. Oh, he makes the Is It Still Bad one, but I thought he made those too. I'll find out. I'll find my example because I will felch you in a second. And if I don't felch you, I'll just ignore it. So let me tell you in a second.
Moist Critical.
Hold on.
Okay? This is Moist Critical's YouTube analytics. Okay? And as you can see, they're covering a time range here
Hold on.
of July, August, into September, which
I'll
is right
find
now.
it.
Okay, you actually don't need to see what's below.
I'm
me. It's not a
right.
big
You
deal.
will be felted.
So this date, right here, is August 10th.
Son of a bitch.
Sadly, I think that qualifies as an extremely rare ALTL. I'm sure that won't happen again anytime soon.
Why am I confusing them? Because I really think in my head it's still that guy, actually, even though I know I'm wrong. I think I'm right. Ah, it's this guy. Annie Austin. I like this guy. Yeah. They look very similar. Look. They look almost identical. This guy I was thinking of. Hey, look, they look almost the exact same. Look at this. I'm not felted. You're felted. Look. Josh Strife. Annie Austin. Same. He's awesome, though. Josh Strife is cool, too.
YouTube July, August, into September.
They occupy the same exact space in my brain.
Which is right now. Okay, you actually don't need to see what's below me. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
So this date right here is August 10th, 2025. Okay? Now, as you'll see right here, YouTube breaks down video views into 4 different categories. All right? Computer, TV, mobile phone, and tablet. What I'm assuming is that it can identify how you're watching, and depending on how you're watching, it probably delivers advertisements differently.
You
like
think?
an ad that runs well on a mobile phone.
Okay, he's looking at a separation of how people watch the video. He said, I think, now I'm not sure about this, I think he can separate where you're watching the video from. Oh, okay.
Versus an
How,
ad that
how
might
would
run
you
better
guess that?
on a computer versus an ad that might run on a tablet, or TV is probably the crappiest of all because a lot of TV apps are really shitty and barely work. So this is how views are captured, each represented by a different color of line on the chart. Mobile phone views are always
Explaining
the
the
most,
chart.
not shocking. Everyone has a smartphone, and most people watching content on the internet are actually watching it on their phones today. As you can see, computer is about second place, which is the green line here. TV is third place, and then lastly, tablets, because not a lot of people use tablets anymore. I'm probably one of the few that does, but I use a tablet to watch some videos. So as you can see, up until August 10th, this is the way that it broke down. Always it was mobile phones on top, then PC desktops, then the TV apps, and then tablets. But something bizarre happened on the 10th to the 11th and 12th, and take a look at what has happened here. Phones are the same, TV is the same, tablets are the same. But look what just happened with computer views. Computer views tanked. They went from 1.6 million.
He's just trying to. This is all stolen valor from Josh's video. He's just explaining the video in a more dumb way. It's like the dumbest way possible to explain it.
Down to only 1 million. In fact, for him, some days they're claiming more people watched his videos on a television app than on a desktop computer.
Oh my God.
Are you aware that on August 10th, everyone's desktop computers simultaneously combusted, so no one can watch videos on a desktop computer anymore?
Not
I'm not
everybody.
aware of that.
That's why does it? Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying.
Okay, so the game is afoot. So what happened?
The game
on August
is
10th,
afoot.
That all of a sudden a significant amount of computer views have been down and have remained down. It's not that they spiked back up; they have stayed like this for a month. Okay, so that's Charlie's views on his Moist Critical channel or Penguin's channel, whatever the hell it is on YouTube. Here's actually me. This is DSP Gaming. Okay, my actual statistics. And as you'll see, this is August 10th. So as you can see, this is
So it looks like it happened to you on all different forms. So there goes that, huh, Philip?
time off that I had in July, which is why I see a big decline there. As you can see, the green line, which is desktop views, was always above the TV line by a good amount, too.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, here's the date, August 10th.
Okay, but it looks like it went down for 2 different platforms for you then, sir. Not platforms, devices, though, or vehicles.
Boom. Now they're almost identical. See that? They're almost the same. So even me with the few views that I get.
It doesn't make sense then, huh? So it doesn't really make sense then, huh, Philip? Oh, big ups. Big ups to Kohi who sends this. Look, his own graph debunks him. So we're going to let him finish a course. But look. The graph he chose to show says it went back up to over the line. In the same graph he showed. Great sleuth work. Doing great, brother. This looks awesome. And it doesn't even make sense. Because the thing that is unique and worth mentioning in this is that look how much the computer went down. Way more than mobiles, right? That's what makes it interesting. That means, oh, there's something unusual going on here. But for DSPs, look how much the mobile goes down as well. Even more than computer. So what he's saying doesn't make any sense.
We'll see. This
does not prove his point at all.
is August 10th. So as you can see,
Yeah, and it stayed down. Yeah, that's it.
this is
It
the time
stayed-
off that I had in July, which is why I see a big decline there. As you can see, the green
So
line.
the computer kept going up, though, huh? So his PC views went all the way back up above
which is
the
desktop views,
the
was
TV.
always above the TV line by a good amount, too. And then all of a sudden, here's the date, August 10th. Boom. Now they're almost identical. See that? They're almost the same. So even me with the few views that I get, I don't get a lot of views. Even the few views that I get, I'm seeing exactly the same thing happen to me as is happening to everybody else. These PC/desktop computer views are significantly decreased out of nowhere. Okay? So here's the question, all right? What happened to PC/desktop computer views? And the thing is, a lot of people are speculating, and I think that the answer is incredibly simple, and people may be over-speculating. It's very simple. What's the difference between watching a YouTube video on a mobile phone or a tablet or the TV app or a desktop computer? Just think about it.
This is going to be good.
What's the one distinct difference that can happen when you're watching a YouTube video on a desktop computer versus all of those other views? Let's see if the chat can figure it out. What's the difference between desktop viewership and everywhere else? Let's see. Usagi Jojo he already got it. Ad blockers.
Yeah.
Most people-
Josh said that too, though. So you're going to pretend Josh didn't say that? Like he's just going to pretend he didn't get this point from Josh as well? You know? Josh already said that in the video you're stealing from. You got to pretend he didn't?
People who watch YouTube videos on a desktop computer use an ad blocker so they don't have to watch the intrusive ads during content. So I think what's happened is YouTube for years have tried to make it so that their ads get around ad blockers. But every single time that they do a change, the ad blocking programs then also update and just block the new way that they deliver ads. And this has happened time in, time out for something like 5-6 years straight. YouTube has not been able to code around the problem of ad blockers. So I think what's finally happened, definitively, YouTube has said, we're just no longer going to count anyone who blocks ads. Your view won't count, your revenue won't count, nothing. You will get nothing if you're blocking ads. Now,
Okay, this is mama. Why would a viewer give a fuck about their view counting? That's how he explained it. Yeah. Oh, is my view counting?
view won't count, your revenue won't going to count anyone who blocks ads. Your view won't count, your revenue won't count, nothing. You will get nothing if you're blocking ads.
Okay, he's saying it. I get what he's saying. He just said it very confusingly. He means you don't get any credit for people that watch with ad blocker. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, big ups NW News. Baby's first line chart. That's how well he's explaining it. Definitely. Iwamoto says this is just Sopa Pippa 2.0. I use my platform after Josh, a million sub channel, says that. Oh yeah, I'm going to use my platform to spread the word. I'm going to signal boost this. That's what I say too. If you're getting ads at this point on YouTube, right, I think it's kind of like you don't care that much. Because if you do care, it's very easy to get rid of them, guys. Whether that be by paying money or not paying money, it's not that complicated anymore. I know there's some cases where you want to listen to something, but it's not very hard to get rid of them anymore. You know what I mean? So I see a mode in the house. Even if they said what it is, Phil wouldn't do it. Yeah, I know. Imagine if they told what you have to do, and it's like, yeah, here's what we're looking for. You want to make sure you get a snappy thumbnail. You want to make sure your audio sounds like this. You got to make sure your titles are unique. He wouldn't do it. That's too much work, unless it's doing the same thing he's already doing. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I pay for premium because I think it's worth it. Not light. I pay for the whole thing because I just think it's worth it. YouTube is my main entertainment. They've earned my money, I say. But
now, here's the thing. I both understand that, but I also have to call it out. All right? So, why do I understand it? I understand it because guess what? YouTube is a business like any other business.
Guess what?
Okay? How does YouTube make money? Well, is it true that they take a cut of super chats? Yes. Do they take a cut of memberships? Yes. Do they have YouTube Premium where you pay for the premium subscription that removes ads from the sites? Yes. But what is their major primary source of revenue on YouTube? Ad revenue.
yes.
And they know that this has become a bigger and bigger and bigger problem. That people just, first thing you do when you get on your desktop PC, you install an ad blocker. Some browsers have an ad blocker in them by default.
Yes,
you don't
they
even
do.
have to install it. It's already in there.
Yes.
So when you go to YouTube, the ads are off by default. Okay? So as a business, YouTube needs these views on ads so they can get paid from these advertisers. If they don't, they get hurt. They make less money. They're not profitable. And everyone knows a company needs to be profitable.
I
right?
don't agree with this at all, by the way. They need to see the views for them is more money for them, whether they have ad block or not. You know what I mean? Like, I imagine how they make these deals is, All right, yeah, every 10,000 views you get this. So this is shooting themselves in the foot, actually, right? Unless they have a way to track how many, like they're getting to the granular level with advertisers where they say, I want to know how many people this ad was displayed to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they get that far in their, sales shit, but who knows?
Okay, so there you go, right? Now, in regards to this, all right? Who gets punished if YouTube decides we're not going to count ad blocker views anymore for anything? Is it the viewer who uses ad blocker?
No.
If there's a viewer who's using ad blocker, I'm going to guess they probably don't really care about the content creators they're watching anyway, because if they did, they'd realize that using ad blocker hurts the content creator because the content creator makes ad revenue on the videos they put out on YouTube. If you like my content, I would assume that you know enough to say, hey, if I watch Phil's content with an ad blocker on, I'm hurting Phil. Now, the thing is, I don't bring it up. Why? Because you guys massively support me on my streams.
Yeah.
So even if I'm not making as much ad revenue as I probably should be because you're using an ad blocker, I'm making a lot of money on my streams. I'm not going to sit here and be an ungrateful bastard and yell at you all and be like, oh, the ad blocker. No. I'm not going to nickel and dime and count every shekel that I'm losing or anything like that. I'm not that kind of person.
Too late. But yes, you are.
All right. But not everyone is like me. Like I said, there's people out there who are trying to make a living on YouTube and they don't have live streams that get a bunch of revenue. They're relying on every view. They're relying on every dollar that they're making. And if people are watching a significant amount of their content with ad blocker enabled, they're getting hurt very, very badly because they're not making that ad revenue. Now, some people would say, well, I have YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium is fine. When you have YouTube Premium and you watch someone's channel, they get paid as if you watched all the ads on their channel. That's a perfectly good way to watch people's content and support them. Just have a YouTube Premium sub and just watch the content. They get paid for you. Okay? You might also say, well, I use ad blocker because I hate the ads. But I'm a member of that person's channel. I pay them every month. I actually do some super chats and I throw them some contributions, a tip every once in a while. I think that's fine.
He added that part, didn't he?
Okay? And maybe that's a change in attitude because back in the day, I used to actually rant and rave about ad blockers. I did. I used to say, if you watch my content with ad blocker on, you're stealing. Back in the day, that was true because I didn't have live streaming.
How is that not true now, too, then? What changed?
During streams. So you were literally stealing money out of my hands and out of my family's
mouth. What changed?
If you were taking my content without ad revenue. Okay? But today, if you are showing up to the streams and you're supporting the streams, I honestly don't care if you have ad blocker on.
Oh, thank you for the permission, King, so much. All right, so that means about, 5% of his audience is doing the right thing according to him? What the fuck?
Okay, I don't. Because you guys are awesome and you're supporting my stream so well. Why would I care? Go for it. I'll be honest with you guys. I hate YouTube ads. I'm going to say that again. I hate YouTube ads. I'm going to say that again. I hate intrusive watching. They suck. I'm here supporting my content in another way. Super chats, membership, a sub, a tip, YouTube Premium. Why do I give a shit if you block ads? I don't. Okay? But here's the problem. What YouTube is now doing, okay, is they're hurting who? Are they hurting the person using ad blocker because their view is no longer counted? No. They're hurting the creators. The actual
I thought you said they're not behind this.
Creators are the ones who are going to have lower viewership.
They are behind this. Okay.
Lower ad revenue. And lower metrics. And when their metrics go down, they look worse publicly. And like I said,
they look worse publicly.
This could actually hurt a content creator that relies either on views, ad revenue, or sponsorships. If you get a big dip in your views out of nowhere, the sponsor might be like, oh, I don't want to sponsor that guy anymore because they're on the decline. I'm not getting as much of an audience having my product advertised on their channel as I would have had previous. So I'm going to pull my sponsorship. I don't want them anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that's the deal. Okay? So
masterfully explained,
I don't understand what YouTube is getting at here. This honestly feels to me less like, oh, this is a productive change that will actually help the site and help the business. You know what this sounds like to me? Spite. This sounds to me like someone at the top of YouTube is someone in power, whether it's someone.
Spite? Why would they want to hurt their own website and make their website have less users? appear to have less users. Spite. Yeah, fuck y'all. What would it? What? Like if you're like McDonald's hates the people that use the mobile app because you get ads and stuff. Fuck them. We're canceling the app. You're using those coupons like a douchebag. Little different, but it's very funny to say that you're trying to spite your users.
The big wigs at the boardroom or whatever, they've been trying so hard for years to get ad blockers to not work on YouTube. They keep trying to code around them, whatever. Every single attempt, it hasn't worked. So now,
you don't think that's a worthwhile cause if you're YouTube? They're probably never going to do it, but you got to try.
Now it seems like they've gotten so upset. They're like, F everyone. Just stop counting them entirely.
F everyone.
At this point, we can't figure out a way to stop them. So instead, pretend like they don't exist. Erase them from existence and make it so that their view doesn't matter for anyone. So now people have to focus on revenue rather than actual views. That's what it sounds like to me. There's a spiteful person in charge.
What?
Who have to focus on revenue rather than actual views.
They have to focus on revenue rather than actual views. What does that mean?
Now people have to focus on revenue and up them. So
What?
instead, pretend like they don't exist. Erase them from existence and make it so
Okay.
that their view doesn't matter for anyone. So now people have to focus on revenue rather than actual views.
Okay, they have to focus on revenue rather than actual views. Okay.
That's what it sounds like to me. There's a spiteful person in charge at YouTube who's so upset. They don't care that making this change hurts the creators. They just have had enough. How dare these ad blocker programs go against my wishes? How dare they? I'm in charge of YouTube, not you. And I say that anything that makes money is good. And if you're watching and you're not making me money, it's bad. So therefore, erase your existence from YouTube. No views may count. So it's the only thing that makes sense. You know, you could say, oh, what about the age verification thing? That's across the board. The age verification thing is not just desktop users. That's on every version of YouTube. So although you can
How is this problem not across the board? This view thing and not across the board. It's affecting everybody, right?
maybe that's accountable for a little bit of the dip in viewership. The distinct difference we just saw on those charts, that the PC/desktop viewers declined by a third. The only thing there that's in common is ad block. That's it. That's the only difference. So...
yeah, Josh's video did say it didn't affect revenue. If you haven't seen that, you really care about this topic, which I'm assuming most people don't, but some people do. You can watch that. It does explain how it doesn't affect revenue. But
there you go. Whoever it is, who basically is in charge at YouTube, is in a pissy mood and was so angry that they could not find a way to work around ad blocks that they just said, erase these people. And so they are, but now what's happening is everyone's views are down. Literally everyone's. I know that you guys are still watching my videos, but the views say that they're way down. Well, luckily for me, I don't really care. Because like I said,
definitely.
you guys are supporting my streams. Do you think I really care that my views are down like 5% when you guys are on my stream supporting me every day? Why do I give a shit? You guys are still here enjoying the content, supporting it, so
5%?
who cares?
Okay.
But again, I'm not everyone. I feel like I'm kind of the exception to the rule here. The majority of YouTubers who do YouTube for a living do rely on views. Not everyone puts out the insane amount of content that I do.
No. Most people don't beg their ass off every fucking day. That's what he means. War Dog Leader in the house says, go look at his drops. They happen constantly. That would be right here. Yeah, I mean, his drops are all over, it's just a normal thing. I think that's like when he has this day off, the dip, honestly, but who the fuck knows? Who cares? Yanks in the Ninth says, this is how we got fired from Sikorsky Helicopter. Oh, yeah, you have reports like this, to the boss, these reports. Now, listen, I think it's this department has not been releasing enough helicopter propellers on time. And like, oh, yes, you're doing great, Philip. Uh-huh. Yep, that's true. We'll tell them. I think we've seen a 5% dip in the creation of whatever. Yep, that's right. Keep doing it. Yep, you're doing good. Mangaka says the FBI advises everyone to use ad blockers. Wow. I mean, it makes sense. Ad blockers they want your information and they use your information. Ooh, the sad thing has happened. DSP is the first one to say anything in his chat. The first person is DSP Gaming to say a single word in his chat. Nice. Usually there's some douchebag saying something like, get ready for the stream. He's the first one. Not even Nightbot was awake. I'm not lying either. I'll show you. Look, this is where it started. I have the top. I had it open since the show started. Good morning, all. Good morning, all. You don't have to say all when there's no one. When there's no one there, you don't have to say all, See everybody. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Oh, let me get his chat up, though, again. So I'll tell you when someone does chat, actually, so we can know when it happens.
Most of them only work maybe a few days a week, and they pump out like one video, 2 videos a week.
No one has
Some of them
responded
only
yet, by the way.
They put out a big video essay. Those are the channels that are going to hurt. Those are the channels that are going to take a big, big hit and are going to be in major trouble. So I wonder what's going to happen. Trungate's Legacy says, last month, Google Chrome browser started releasing updates to stop ad blockers from working, and it seems to be timed perfectly with this. Jeez.
There you go.
All I have to say is, it's just another case of YouTube feeling like they're better than you. It's always been like this. Since day one that I started
Explain
uploading
that,
YouTube, I knew
please.
this. The people who run YouTube think they're better than you and I. They think that they're smarter. They're richer, that's for sure. They should be treated differently.
They provided you with a website that you can make a living on. What do you want them to do? What the fuck do you mean? Guys, I promise you, I would kind of want to show you this live. Because I know as soon as I show you it live, it's going to happen. But no one has said anything yet. Okay, I'm going to show you again. There you are. Here is I took this 2 seconds ago, literally 1 second ago. Okay, just someone just talked, okay? It just got broken right now. There you go. Good. Just got that was sitting there for a while.
Didn't have any accountability whatsoever. What they say goes. If you don't like it, they don't care. They don't want your feedback. Because if they wanted your feedback, wouldn't they be transparent about these changes?
No.
But they're never transparent. They just do the changes underhanded behind the scenes, very, very immorally. And, you know, no one's ever held the task for it. They always lie, too. If you say to YouTube, why did you change it? They'll say, we didn't change anything. But what do you mean? We have all this evidence. Remember, there was the epidemic where people were being automatically unsubbed from channels? It was happening to me. People were saying, Phil, I don't know what happened. I'm not subbed to your channel anymore. I had to resub this morning. I thought that you hadn't uploaded for 2 days.
Oh, my God.
People collected all the data. They gave it to YouTube. YouTube sat down with the data and said, that's not happening. Like people had made it up. Why would we make it up? What reason do creators have to make stuff up? All we want to do is upload content to YouTube, have people enjoy it, and make...
This guy's telling you what's wrong with YouTube. You want to believe him? Here's his chat participants right now. And there has not been a single chat since I showed you the last one. This was the last chat, guys. Yeah, Philip, yeah, look at this. This is a good screenshot. Right here. How's that looking? How's that looking, sir? Looking good, man. Awesome. Things are going great. I really care about your takes on YouTube. Thank you.
Make a living. That's it. Why would we lie? Why would we invent issues? It doesn't even make sense. That's how they act, though. They think that, like, we're stupid and we're making stuff up for the sake of being dramatic. No. We just want YouTube to work so that we can make a living. We don't want views to dip. We don't want people unsubbed. We don't want my channel to be shut down because you say I'm doing spam because Google Plus integration glitched. We don't want false copyright strikes against our channel because you don't check the copyright strikes before they hit to make sure they're legit. We just want to do normal stuff on your site, and you treat us like we're children. Well, I've been on your site for 17 years. Legally, I couldn't even be a child. You understand? If I started uploading to YouTube when I was born, I'm about to be a legal adult. So it's time to start treating people like that. Seriously. Instead of just, you know, dismissing everything, shoving everything under the rug, they need to be transparent, and they need to start respecting the people who give them all their money, because that's the truth. Without content creation, YouTube is an empty website. YouTube makes no content. YouTube is only a place, a repository for others to put their content on. So if one day something better comes along, YouTube's out of luck, because people are...
I think they know that's not happening. I think they understand very well how impossible that is, because a lot of people have tried, but no one really can take them down, can they?
Fed up. The only reason that YouTube...
You need billion-dollar companies saying, yeah, we're ready to lose some money on this, and we got thousands of servers ready to use.
Has as much traffic...
YouTube uses a lot of money. Yes, they do.
It has, because there really is no competitor. They've been the only one on the internet. They have a monopoly on the whole video sharing thing. No one else has stepped up to the plate and been able to compete. So they need to start respecting people, and they don't. 17 years of disrespect. Me being a YouTuber, it's always a change here. I don't know about a change here that screws me over. How did I go from being one of the top gaming YouTubers to being a relative unknown?
Yeah.
Because they changed the algorithm. My videos no longer showed up in search. I used to get every gaming season. I used to call it the hardcore gaming season. It used to be September through December.
Was that a fart? Okay, I'll listen back, Cranable. Hold on.
December. My views would skyrocket up like this because I was covering every new release, and my videos showed up in the YouTube algorithm, so everyone would check out my channel. And then all of a sudden, someone flips a switch in like 2013, and my content stopped showing up. So I used to go like this, and all of a sudden I plateau. My views never change. They just stay like this. What?
Ooh,
what happened?
If only that was the case, huh? If only that was the case. You said 2013, sir? Your views plateaued? The red dotted line tells a very different tale, doesn't it? Interesting how that works.
I didn't change the content. They did. They changed everything, you know? And it messed up everything for me. And for a lot of people, this has been the problem, is YouTube changes things, they're not transparent, and then your whole business is
saying the same
now
thing
you gotta try
again.
to scramble to figure out what the hell it is that YouTube changed so that you can stay relevant and prominent and still get views and still make a living. All right? I'm lucky. I've been around for 17 years. I'm pretty bulletproof. It doesn't matter what I do, where I go. People follow me. People like the content and support it, or people hate watch it, and it still gets me attention. As opposed to some of these other creators, I feel bad for anyone who just started making videos in like the last 5 years, because you might have followed the algorithm and started doing everything right, and now all of a sudden YouTube overnight's going to say, bye-bye, we changed our minds. Now everything is different. All your videos no longer are valid. You won't get views. You won't hit the algorithm, and you'll make no money. But I'm making the same content people used to love and enjoy. I don't care. My business. And again, that's how YouTube is. Elitist. Completely elitist. Awful. Awful class war is what it is. Like, we're better than you.
Class war. Oh, my God. Class war.
You understand that we're all Ivy League educated, that we're CEOs and big shots.
It's a revolution.
Fucking, you know, we know what we're doing. So, too bad. Take it. If you don't like it, leave and go do something else. But I'm the creative person. I'm the creator. I'm the one who gives you the content for you to have a business. Shouldn't you respect me? No. They don't care. Until that attitude changes, I don't think that YouTube will ever be a good place. It'll just be the place that we have to kind of put up with, because it's the only place, right? It really is, when you really think about it.
That's the long and short of it, isn't it?
I will say this. YouTube's not the worst. By hands down, Twitch is the worst. Twitch is absolutely the worst place to work, the most unprofessional, at least on YouTube.
The worst place to work? How would you know?
For all of their nonsense, all right? They have systems in place to make sure that you don't get screwed. They have systems in place to make sure that there's not rampant abuse, right? There's many times when people have tried to take me down, but YouTube said, no, we're not going to take his whole channel down. We'll just leave it in a suspended state and give him a chance to, like, fix it himself and stuff like that. And that's appreciated. Because on Twitch, they just don't give a shit. They don't. They just take you right down. Even if you did nothing wrong, they take you right down. At least here you get a chance, you know? But there's always room for improvement. And the thing is, this is a huge problem for a lot of people. It's not for me, and I'm lucky and I'm grateful. Thank you to everyone out there who allows me to do what I love and not have to be affected by this. Because this could have been a huge thing back in the day. If I wasn't a full-time interactive streamer and stream revenue wasn't my focus, this would have killed me. To get like a giant dip in views, and then you're not making as much. That's happened many times. Very badly. Okay. But I'm the lucky one. I really am. Sadly, a lot of people right now are hurting, and that sucks. You know, people who are like, wow, I make 10 million views a month, but now I'm only getting 6. Well, dude, you lost almost half your revenue. That's not, you know, it's atrocious. And the thing that people don't realize, because this is what happened to me, when you start making a certain amount being a content creator, you then plan on the future.
No, dumb ones do, yes.
For being based on what you're making. Right?
Yes, so, very dumb ones do.
So, oh, I'm going to spend this. I'm going to do this change. I'm going to invest this. And now all of a sudden, overnight, half your revenue's gone. Now I can't afford.
That's what dumb people do.
Afford what I was doing. Now what am I going to do? Because now I'm invested over here. I'm stuck with this over here. That's what happened to me, is that I moved across the country. I overspent. I had all this debt. And then I stopped making the money I was making, so I couldn't pay down the debt. This could end.
You have done that yourself.
End up being a whole new generation of content creators that are similar to the situation I was in. And that's not good. And again, who's responsible? Ultimately, you could say, well, is it the people watching with ad block? Yeah, but human nature is to get for free what you can get for free, right? Like, we know that. We know there's always going to be people who are trying to find the way around, the way to finagle this, to get this. So you have to kind of plan.
That's why he has to beg so much, to fight through that.
Right? My question is, why is YouTube punishing the creator for the actions of those that the creator cannot control? Creators cannot make you turn off ad blocker. If I said to you right now, please turn off ad blocker, would that make you do it? I don't think so. Probably not. I really don't think anyone gives a shit what I say, right? So why then is it the YouTube creator that gets punished with less views and revenue? That doesn't make sense. What they're doing isn't going to cause or solve the problem at all. It won't solve it for anyone. Again, it just seems like a spiteful move. That I'm angry. That, listen, I run this site.
How long does this go?
I can't get my way. I can't beat the ad blockers. So instead, screw everyone. Scorched earth that motherfucker. Does that sound like a way that someone who's in charge of a major company should be acting? Does that sound like
you have no, and I do repeat, no idea that's what's happening? So it's fun to make these hypotheticals, but
any kind of moral thought into it, or any kind of intelligent thought, and said, man, maybe this could hurt a ton of people. We shouldn't do this. Or if we're going to do this change, let's tell everyone we're doing it. That way people know it's happening. So that way they can plan for this change and be ready for it and prepare for it. Not, oh, just do the change behind the scenes like we always do. Don't tell anyone. And if anyone asks about it, deny it. Say we didn't do it. Well, people are smarter than you two. People have found the evidence. They know what's going on. Now the question is, what's going to happen? I don't know.
Yeah, so now what? How about, what does knowing get you, by the way? What does knowing get you in this case? But again, he doesn't care, so who cares? NW News says, doesn't want to and can't take corporate sponsorships, can't understand why people want to disable corporate sponsor ads. Well, who knows? Man, he doesn't know what he wants to say, except all he wants to say, his thesis going into this was YouTube sucks. So he kind of had to take Josh's video and find a way to make it about that, even though Josh's video is very much not about that. It's not about how YouTube sucks. It's like YouTube wasn't transparent with it, and that's not a good thing, of course, but, you know. Here, we're going to see the participants of DSP's chat at this very moment. Oh, it's very fun. Here we go. Participants. All right. Looking hype. Infamous KS says, reparations for my ad blocker use, Unc. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. You're one of those. I don't want. Your view doesn't count, by the way. Your view doesn't count at all. Just want to let you know. You're not getting anything for your view. Jordan Fadeaway says, Loopy McLooperson, episode 397. Same shit and fuck my life. Big ups, Jordan Fadeaway. Iwamoto says he hates ads yet is too greedy to lower his. Mm-hmm. He loves ads, but he doesn't think what he does is ads. That's the unskippable kind, by the way. Big Boats, I don't think channels like his should be allowed to have 67,000 videos hosted for free. Oh, that day is coming, I bet. I really bet that day is coming, where YouTube says, any video that hasn't had a view in 5 years is going to go, like, let's say unlisted. Or, like, how could they do that? In a state where it's not on the servers, but you can get it back if you manually do it or something. I don't know. Something like that. They'll definitely, you have to pay something maybe. That day is absolutely coming someday in the future. It's just when, right? Velvet Raven in the house says, you'd think someone with a finance degree would understand the value of multiple revenue drivers as a business owner, but he Dent, yeah. And I got that for you right here. Come on. I am dented. Recently, DSP is having a hatred against piracy and freeloaders. I think he's just, I haven't noticed that myself, but I'll definitely look for it now, Kyle. I have not seen that myself. Yeah, it's been similar to removing non-active channels, yeah. And Twitch did that recently. Remember when everyone was up in arms about Twitch's change about that? And YouTube's going to do it. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. At someday, the numbers got to keep... You know how corporations work, guys. The numbers got to keep going up. And when the numbers don't... Whoa. What happened there? Bring back here. What's going on here? Oh, my God. What a nightmare. When the numbers don't go up, don't keep going up, you got to look for things you can cut. And that's definitely something you can cut, right? Is something that no one ever has looked at for 10 years. You can do 15 years. Any video that doesn't have a view for 15 years, we're getting rid of. You know what I mean? Bird Kid's Revenge says, if you watch Phil's videos with an ad blocker and don't tip, you are trying to destroy him and his family. Shame on you. And that is exactly what he said. You're trying to take away his livelihood. It's like stealing. You know? Shiny Teeth says, isn't this why he got fired from his loan job? He accused his boss of hating him and sleeping with the district manager or something? Yes, Shiny Teeth. He accused his boss of having a favorable relationship with the manager, so he was getting all the good leads, right? And then he brought that up to the if you haven't seen that, it's in the it's in the job series. And he said that he didn't say it as direct as Shiny Teeth, okay? But what he did say was like they were in a relationship or something he didn't know, and he accused the boss of getting all the good leads to a certain person. And they said, well, if you think that, then you got to go. And DSP said, okay, well, I'm going to go then. So he basically kind of quit, but he really was fired. They said, okay, again, go then. But it's in that playlist in the chat right now. Go check it out. Foil Grim Timmy says, ALT, why is MD the best state with square pizza? Lito's is the best pizza. I've said this many times. Unfortunately for me, it's kind of a drive to get there, so I don't get it too often. It's maybe a once a quarter thing. Quarterly Lito's, but I do make sure to get it quarterly because Lito's is the best. Meow Infamous says, DSP radicalizing Dents. Report to YouTube immediately. He was kind of doing a call to action. You're right. Definitely a call to action. It's a class war, and we need to stand up. Well, those of you able, of course. Talby in the house says, Comrade Phil, trying to start the Denshevik revolution while telling his audience that he is above the average 9-to-5 worker. He's got the right audience for it, though. That's the thing he has going for him, because they kind of believe whatever he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So he's the dumb, the slightly less dumb one leading many dumb. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's true. I think he's just a dent that got into YouTube at the right time. You know what I mean? But anyways, okay. Real quick, because he's going to start soon. We got to go to the American Truck Sim, where he said a statement that was very funny. Okay, very funny, and I definitely want to play it. Here we go.
Do I ever feel alone and depressed when I turn off the stream? No, dude, I'm married. I live full-time with my wife. I never feel alone or depressed. No, not at all.
Okay, if you couldn't hear that, he said the following once more time.
Do I ever feel alone and depressed when I turn off the stream? No, dude, I'm married. I live full-time with my wife.
Why would that come into your vocabulary, right? Why would that be a thing in your mind? I live full-time with my wife. As opposed to part-time? Like, it's this very strange thought to have with a normal, loving relationship where you live together, in my opinion. Why would you say full-time?
I never feel alone or depressed. No, not at all. Absolutely not.
And he's very on the back foot for this one, isn't he? Yeah, Axel, yeah, definitely not. Oh my God, I live full-time. You can tell when something gets to him, when he's really defensive, and then he just sits here. Look at this post-answer cope. Ooh, what you say? Hold on. I got to get that in the button. Every time I think about that, I want that. Hold on. I got it. It's worth it. There we go. Not the original. Oh my god, I want the sound effect. I'll get it. Yeah. And I can make it zoom into him. Here we go. Hold on, there he goes. Hold on. Wait till this happens. Okay, here we go. I got it. Ready? Now we're ready.
Dude, I'm married. I live full time with my wife. I never feel alone and depressed. No, not at all. Absolutely not.
Zoom.
All right. I agree. REEcap says you're lucky to have your best friend as your partner. I completely agree with you. I'm insanely lucky. The person who I would want to talk to the most and spend time with the most is the person that I'm married to. That's amazing. Facebook says not all early access games are scams. It's because your scope of games doesn't encompass games.
That was a little sloppy, but it's tough. I got like 18 moving parts here. A little sloppy, but you got the point.
Well, I don't know if that's true. I played a lot.
What? What was the
AAA.
question?
Well, I don't know if that's true. I played a lot of indie games this year. I really have. I played a lot of smaller scale games.
Smaller scale.
Enjoy itself is considered a high-end AAA game, right? It's not. Slayer says, why not play Donkey Kong 64 for your worst games ever marathon because it's such a bad game? Because I purposefully 100%ed it the first time so I would never have to play the game ever again. Like, that's... Oh, God, this guy clobbered me!
What was that?
I would never have to play the game ever again. Like, that's... Oh, God, this guy clobbered me!
He didn't touch him!
Like, that's...
He didn't touch him! What did he hit, though? Oh, my God, look at the right side! Look at the right side! Look at his camera right here! That dude didn't touch him! Oh, my God, the timing!
Because I purposefully 100%ed it the first time so I would never have to play the game ever again. Like, that's... Oh, God, this guy clobbered me!
Did not get touched!
Yo, that guy, he sideswiped me. And now I'm stuck.
Did you see that guy? He sideswiped me. It's like that. You ever seen that guy that falls asleep, but then says like someone came out of nowhere? Oh, by the way, I'll get rid of this one. Remember we said that those dumb thumbnails were bad where people made those faces like, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Snort Burnell uses that in their outro. Now this is what we do. We're joining the crew, guys. I'm not watching that, by the way. This guy. It's a short. This is what I'm reminding me of. Watch this. He's falling asleep right now. Oh my God, this is so bad.
God damn it, the guy pushed me in the damn road!
He had that lie ready, man. The guy pushed me in the damn road.
The guy pushed me in the damn road!
That's what TSP just did. Come on, man. That guy did nothing wrong. Everything correct.
Ever again. Like, that's... Oh, God, this guy clobbered me.
Wow.
Yo, that guy, he sideswiped me. And now I'm stuck.
Have you ever had that happen? I've never obviously went that crazy, right? But I have one time. Oh, he's there. Never mind. Fun over.
Fun over. Time for the pre-stream.
Metroidvania formula. Pretty much at its finest, right? In this game. So definitely looking forward to a great stream with all of you.
Big up Velvet Raven first before we move on. Please note that loneliness is a state of mind and not a circumstance. You can have a whole family and friends and still feel alone. That is a thing. And that is true. Good take there. Because a lot of people got a lot of fucking family around them, but they're lonely as shit. Just because there's other humans around you doesn't mean you're not lonely. Great point there. And that was his only defense is, I live full time with my wife. How could I be lonely? You could be lonely. There's a lot of people married to people they fucking hate or have no feelings for at all.
There we go.
And the opposite's true too. That's a good point, Disc One. You could have no one in your life and not feel lonely because you fill your time with other things.
So how are you all this morning? Let's see who we got. We got Dab Hands. What's up to Wexford? To Dig Bix.
One.
Squirtle.
Wait. I think
we got Dab Hands. What's up to Wexford? To
I'll count that. He said, "What's up to?" That's one.
Dig Bix. Squirtle. Chris. Vassild. Grandmaster Scrub. Facehugger. A cold bologna sandwich. Well, actually, it's cold bologna sandwiches. Kev, the Ripper, how you doing this morning? On Kick, we got Buckwell. We've got, let's see, Mango Ice Cream Kitty. Major Chong.
He keeps reading that one out.
RGB King. You get it? A lot of these are LARPers, by the way.
You think?
Big Barb. Eddie Chill. Eddie Chill just earning their 1-year subscription badge over on Kick. Really appreciated that you've been a supporter on Kick for a year. Thank you, Eddie Chill.
I'm trying to make the poll
Holy
better.
Marcellus, how you doing? Bill's best friend, how you doing? Usagi Jojo, what's up? Good morning.
Nope.
Bonos Tecmo, how are you? Someone pretending to be Iron Chef Sakai. Their name is Steel Cook Takai. How you doing?
You didn't have to say that.
So as we hang out today, Gabriel, how you doing? Good morning. Good to see you. How's my morning? My morning's pretty good. Except I got awoken by Jasper early because my wife had to go to work early this morning. And Jasper Kitty always wakes up when she's getting ready and will not let me go back to sleep. Like while my wife's getting ready for work.
Close the door.
I've got about like 90 minutes I can still sleep. Okay? And I want to sleep. But Jasper does not want me to sleep. Because my wife's up, that's it. You've got to be up. And he starts pawing me and pawing me and pawing me and purring and trying to get, So
here's let me give you a pro tip and a life hack here. Close the door.
I'm a little low on sleep, but it's good. It's all good. That's what kitties tend to do. No, my parents never expressed any interest of being in any of my content, just like my parents never expressed interest in pretty much any of my interests my whole life. And that's not an exaggeration. When I was a kid, I liked playing with action figures and things, and my dad would do that with me, and then I would do it with my friends. Then I got into video games, and my dad would play Atari and stuff with me. And then we did some sports and stuff together. Like, I always did sports and stuff with my dad. But once I got into video gaming, he was just not into it. So after the Atari, like when I started going to arcades, my dad would drive me to the arcade, and he actually was at night school at the time, taking classes for college, and so he would study and do stuff.
Look at that. Night school. Working father, going to night school to try to better his life for his son.
At the arcade playing as a young kid.
Damn.
But then as soon as I was old enough to start doing stuff by myself, that was...
I think it's all Linda's fault. The more I hear, it's Linda's fault, I think. Unless maybe Dave was not home at all. that kind of thing is bad too. But,
So my parents have no interest in video games or anything like that, so they've never... I doubt they've ever even watched a video of mine. I'm serious. I'm really serious. I don't think they care about this stuff.
David, you are not the father.
Because, I say to my parents, you can just tune in whenever you want to see how I'm doing, to see how I look and everything, and, nope.
Yeah, it's too embarrassing for him.
Fire7672, 33 months as a supporter. Thanks for popping your renewal message there.
No, that does not count.
Good to see you today.
Thanks, though. Agreed on the green. This does not count, but he will kill the bunny if he closes the door. Maybe so. Maybe so.
Jasper Kitty is here now. Here's the culprit right here. Right next to me.
I sprayed the fuck out of you earlier.
Bugger
Have you dried off yet?
that wouldn't let me sleep. Don't know why. Well, I know why. Okay.
He's still wet from the morning spray down.
So, anyway. Let's chill for a while. One thing we absolutely need to figure out, what is the next DSP Tries It? Because we, by shocking surprise, did DSP Tries It yesterday out of nowhere. Of course, we never expected that we were going to be hitting that many goals in one day. So now we need another one to work on. We don't even know what we're going to do. So someone has suggested Little Caesars. Hold on.
Hell yeah. Little Caesars. Man.
They said that they have new stuff.
Unique choice.
Crazy Puffs.
Can we see that or fun
Let me
show?
see. Where's the menu? I don't want to start my order. I want to see the menu. But instead, they make you start an order. I hate that. I absolutely hate when they won't let you just see their menu, but
Use
instead
Google.
you have to, oh, you're going to order, right? No, I don't want to. I just want to see your menu. We'll start your order.
Oh my God, just do so. How many times have you been through this? King of menus. Talk about the king of hate. He's the king of menus.
Let's see here.
King of fast food.
Not really starting an order, but they force you to do
It
this.
seems like he'd be an expert at this. Like all the things you got to fill in already pre-filled in, you know.
So what's new? They have cheesesteak crazy puffs, as well as the ultimate cheesesteak pizza, which is new. I guess that's brand new. They didn't have a cheesesteak pizza before now.
All the
I
fields
always used to get the
pre-filled
cheesesteak
in.
pizza from Domino's in the 2000s, so we're talking 20 years ago. I wonder if theirs is any good.
Oh yeah, how can you live without that?
And then they have the Crazy Puff Party Pack. So it's a triple pack. So it's cheesesteak, pepperoni, and 4 cheese Crazy Puffs. You get
Can
4
we
of
see
each
it?
flavor.
Could we
So maybe
see
I would
that?
get, if we were to do this, as DSP tries it, okay, I guess what we would do is the the Crazy Puff Party Pack to try all 3 kinds and compare them, and then maybe get an ultimate cheesesteak pizza. There you go. That's probably what I would do.
I found a
Because the
DSP.
cheesesteak is the new thing, the new item.
You remember?
Okay, so
you
that's
remember
Little Caesars we could
Meatloaf
do,
in
and that's a
Fight
new
Club?
item to actually taste test. Oh, and by the way,
Okay, I surprised myself here because I'm like, this definitely looks like a certain look. And in my mind, I said, okay, I think it's Meatloaf. So I searched Meatloaf fat, and I was right for once. This is what it came to my mind. That's what came to my mind. I was right for once. I have seen Fight Club. Oh, I'm hitting it. You can bet your ass I'm hitting it. Where is it? Where is it?
A very common ALTW. When will his winning end?
I don't know. I do not
I
know.
would get the crazy bread too. No lie. Okay,
100
yeah,
130
all right.
watching.
So Little
Pretty
Caesars
cool.
would be the new Philly cheesesteak pizza, the triple Crazy Puff Party Pack, and some crazy bread. If that's what we do. I'm being told that Arby's
I'm being told. My
brought
agents
back
in the
their
field.
loaded Italian sandwich, but I swear to God, I've already done a DSP tries it on this. Let me check. I think it was like a decade ago when they last had it.
Cool, man. Cool.
I'm pretty sure I did it then.
Cookie Whoopie Pie said, eating more fast food than ever. Cat is gone. No, that doesn't mean she's gone. She gets to partake as well.
Okay. Yeah, here it is. I was dead on correct. It was when I first moved here.
Big ups, Cookie Whoopie.
Holy shit, I was 100% correct.
Oh, my
It
God.
was DSP Tries It episode 99
I was 100% correct.
from August 22nd, 2015. It was exactly around 10 years ago when they first had this.
What a memory.
Yeah.
Good job, man. Awesome.
So
You're doing it.
10 years later, they brought it back. Would I actually do this again? I mean, do you really want me to do it again 10 years later? I'll be honest. It looks okay. I think I liked it. I think that
Can
the
you
flavor
show
was good
it?
if I remember doing this. I think it was decent, and I actually enjoyed the sandwich.
Can you show it? Okay. So the audience can kind of interact with this, or nah, okay. Is it worth rewinding? Nah, it's worth rewinding if you care about the YouTube stuff, but other than that, no. Orion in the house says, he locks Jasper in the room with them like a weirdo. Who sleeps with their door shut unless they have kids or a roommate? I don't get the locking the cat in the door thing at all. I mean, how crazy can a cat be that you have to lock him in the door unless it's a kitten? Then I get it, but it's an adult cat. Let him do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't get that at all.
Yeah. So Honestly, I don't think I would
But
do
yeah,
that.
the
only
birds,
because
rabbit.
it's not new. It would be a
The birds, rabbits, multiple pets. That could be the real reason. That does make people think about the multiple pets was real, which, I do as well. But
a decades later redo of the same sandwich. How exciting is that going to be? You know what I mean? But if we did do that, then probably I would get a few other things. Maybe I would try a few of the classic things that I like from Arby's. Like, is their beef and cheddar still good and stuff like that?
the classics. Yeah, the classics. Who can forget when DSP first reviewed?
Big Vix, thanks for stopping by to say hello. Sorry you can't stay. There you go. Yeah, I think that Little Caesars would probably be the better choice. If we're going between these two, dead Little Caesars, because I've only had Little Caesars twice ever in my life. Okay? The last time I had it, I actually liked it. So now trying their new pizza and these new bites, I think would be pretty cool. I think so.
Great start to the
What about
show.
getting chili from a place like a good place? Oh, I don't know any good places. Like, who makes chili? Barbecue places? I don't know.
Yeah, chili.
What do you guys think? Little Caesars?
Yeah, chili.
Am I hungover? Not at all. I need coffee. I've had my coffee. I had my coffee this morning with my breakfast. Nope, there's no CC's Pizzas out here. Nope, never heard of it, actually. Well, the name is familiar, but I've never seen one.
Yeah. So just trying to lie there, but then he realized it was so stupid of a lie, he changed it. King Be Cruel in the house. King Be Bitch. Imagine giving birth to a child and end up being a beggar 24/7 as an adult and no child, so your lineage ends with shitty YouTube videos. Yeah, that's why they don't fucking watch. He told you they don't watch their videos. That's why. You want to see that? Imagine seeing your son do that. Jesus. Matthew says steel trap for memory for food. That's the only thing he can remember. Fuck games, food. Fuck games, food. Come on. Come on.
Okay. So how about tentatively we say it's Little Caesars? If someone else comes up with a better idea, I'm okay with that. But let's tentatively set this as Little Caesars.
Who's gonna
Here we
do
go.
that?
Let's set this new goal.
Fly fishing is based, because fly fishing is like level 3 fishing, right? Like level 1 fishing is you got a bobber, you put a worm on it, and you get a fish, and you put it back. That's level 1. Level 2 is you have some equipment, you got some lures, you're going out there. Level 3 is fly fishing, because you need like some skills, and walk around. That's like active, I think.
Caesars.
Level 1 is
Philly,
dynamite fishing, correct. Never mind.
Steak, pizza, and Crazy Bites Trio. There we go.
Yeah, derp level critical. They lock him in. Yes, they do lock him in.
Okay, so I will update the goal commands.
Deep sea fishing is, that you got to do a lot of work for there too if you own the boat and shit. If you're going on one of those
The goal
tours
commands will
though,
be
that
updated
doesn't count.
momentarily. That's what we're gonna do. Little Caesars, Philly cheesesteak pizza, and the Crazy Bites Trio. There you go.
Ice fishing's insane too. Yeah, that takes a lot of effort. I've never done that.
Oh, extra bondage, yes. He says, I've been inundated with anti-DSP videos on YouTube. It's amazing how many leeches use you for content. Yeah, they call it the vortex that I'm not in. And I have no idea who these people are, and I have no interaction with them, and I don't care. I just ignore
Why would
them.
you be in that?
There's a whole ecosystem around me, apparently. Good for them.
It's the vortex. Why
Nope,
would
never
you?
heard of a Blaze Pizza.
Why would you be in that?
What about local pizza places? We've tried a couple. Last year, we tried a Indian pizza fusion restaurant.
Whoa.
That had Indian flavors like curry and stuff on pizza. So we've tried that. There are some others as well. The thing is, they're just not good. Like, I know for a fact they're not good. So if we try them, it's just going to be gross.
He knows for a fact they're not good. How does that work?
No, I don't think I'm ever going to resort to getting 7-Eleven food for DSP tries it. I think I'll pass.
Don't sleep on 7-Eleven, by the way. I had there one time, they had like a honey chicken sandwich there. Oh, mama, that was good. 7-Eleven's not bad.
Okay. All right. So we got about 20 minutes to hang out.
Our place
before we
there,
begin.
here's a story about 7-Eleven around where we live. There's one 7-Eleven where they kind of made it a policy to only hire people that were like kind of rehabilitated back into society after doing like bad things in life, let's say. And Chu likes to go there because everyone is nicer there, and it feels like a Japanese place because how much people care about, customer service there. That's just a fact.
And with
because they care and they try to do their job well.
all right, so we got about 20 minutes to hang out before we begin with Silksong. So FYI, we've been doing really good, and thank you to everyone who's been supporting my streams. I appreciate that. We've reset back to 0 goals. At 10 goals, it looks like it'll be Little Caesars. So please, let's get some support. Silksong so far has been incredibly well supported. We've been hitting goals whenever we play it, and as long as we keep hitting goals when I play Silksong, I've committed to keeping it as a day stream, a major stream in the rotation. If Silksong doesn't get supported because it's a Metroidvania and it very well could fall off, then I'm probably going to turn it back to a night stream
One time?
and see how it does there. All right, but personally, I really like the game and I want to keep playing it as a day stream. So please support Silksong today.
So it got whaled out like shit how many times last week? But if it doesn't get support today because it's a Metroidvania, it's going to go to the night stream. Well, that makes sense.
We get our first support for the stream today. Maybe our first sub, our first membership, our first tip, our first super chat.
Anything.
Just to get stuff rolling.
Yeah, anything at all.
Nice.
Please. Anything. Anything at all.
And what's on everyone's mind? Turkish restaurants, we have Middle Eastern / Mediterranean restaurants. Not necessarily pure Turkish. So there are like kebabs, heroes, that kind of stuff.
2-item list.
And I've had that before. I just don't know if I've had it recently. I don't think I've had anything like that recently.
I have looked into doing a 2-item list lore stream, but it's too dented even for me, guys. It's literally like, what would we do? Just go back to back to back 2-item lists? It's not that funny, and it takes a lot of research time.
Before, I just don't know if I've had it recently. I don't think I've had anything like that recently. Greek style, Mediterranean style food.
Greek style, Mediterranean, Italian, Argentinian, all these places.
What's the determining factor when I buy a game? Is it something I'm interested in? Is it something you're interested in seeing me play? Is it something that fits into a streaming schedule like I do? Or is the game insanely long and now it's a game I'll never finish? There's a ton of factors. It's not just one. There's a lot of stuff that goes in through the decision-making process.
I think I did that King of WB
Would I ever
Champions.
play the original
Let me
Fallouts?
check.
I don't know. I don't think the original Fallouts are good for a modern audience.
Oh, no.
I feel like they're games that, back
Everyone
in the day,
hates them.
There were games that were very specific to a PC gamer audience, right? Fallout used to be one of those franchises where it was like, oh, PC gamers know all about it and love it. Top-down, strategy-based RPG, with all these dialogue options and things. I don't think that it would really work that well today. Like, maybe for one stream, just to test it and see what it's like. I don't think anyone's going to sit around for a full playthrough of classic Fallout.
Okay. Yeah, no one's playing Fallout online. Everyone hates it. No, I guess I didn't do a lore stream about the movie specifically. That might be worth it. I like the house hunting. I love the house hunting videos. I mean, I'd take any excuse to watch house hunting videos on stream again because those are magical. Those are magical. You learn so much about his dented take on life from those.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying they're not good games. I'm just saying there's games that back in the day were very popular, but modern gaming audiences probably don't care for them, right? When I was growing up in the 90s, I loved StarCraft. Well, first I loved Warcraft. I played Warcraft, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, then StarCraft and its expansions. I loved them. Today, those games, would not be prominent anymore. If I tried to play them, no one would care about them, right? Kind of outdated. Now, either you're playing League of Legends or you're playing nothing of that style. So...
yeah, that's probably my favorite all-time Tevin stream when he did that.
Silksong, last time I played it was...
Moving cross-country with the pig, I think was the title. That's a legendary one.
Silksong, last time I played it was a few days ago. And we went to the Crow Village and we took out all the crows and we got all the optional items and upgrades that were there, including a throwing dagger that now goes 3 directions instead of 1. It's a fact.
I don't care.
A new crest, which we just got, and I haven't had time to mess around with it to see if I like it or not.
Okay. Yeah.
It's cool. It has this low slash to it. So one of the major criticisms I had about the regular sword is that the diving attack or the down attack, it's at this very sharp angle, so it's hard to hit where you want to hit. A lot of times you miss. This new crest has a big arcing slash, So it looks like it'll probably hit anything below you whenever you want it to. It might be really good for jumping and attacking down.
This does mean a lot, definitely.
How do I make the lights glow behind me? Oh, magic. I actually, and then it Harundum.
Okay. Past that one.
SoupTube says, are you nuts? We'd love to see you fuck up all the dialogue and combat of old Fallout. There you go. Yeah, but you like it for one stream. So I mean, like, no one, I guarantee you no one would want to see it more. It would be like a one stream gimmick. Oh, let's see Phil play old Fallout and suck at it, and then no one would care anymore.
Similar to everything you're playing right now then, too. If a whale doesn't show up.
Okay.
Spinning bird kick.
Our first piece of support.
Spinning bird kick.
Hello?
Thanks, Original Grant, first support of the day. A $2 super chat. He says, hello, Phil. You had amazing support last few streams. Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Well, let's forget about that now, if you don't mind.
Thing is, sometimes it's one or two particular people, and then other times it's actually, a collective effort. And I really
And the last two times, it's been one or two people, huh?
appreciate that. Like, let's be honest. We had that guy Final Wish who's been coming by and being very generous.
Thank you.
And we had that other person as well.
Who
was very generous. And then we had a couple streams. It seems like the night streams, right? Like Friday Night Fights. Everyone came together. We hit a goal last night for Truck Sim. We hit a goal. We're hitting goals.
After NDO had to drop 50 at the last second to make sure you hit it? Yeah, definitely. This Original Grant $2 super chat. Like they paid to say that Columbia Tractor asked. That's just because it's a tourist LARPer trying to get him some bait,
Like crazy, which is great. That's what I mean. Like I want to keep that momentum going, and I want to keep these games in the rotation. Silk Song I've actually really enjoyed.
This guy went to the tackle shop and bought some bait, but you never have to buy bait. Just use free bait. It works the same, and it's free.
I do hope that you guys are going to support Silk Song because I was skeptical about a Metroidvania working. So far, it's working. So let's keep it working. I want to keep playing it, but I can't play a game of this magnitude. Apparently, this game is very long. I can't keep playing it if people aren't going to show up anymore.
You're going to drop it now, too? Damn. It's that rough around these parts? Damn.
That's, of course, correct. The only reason that I've been around for so long is because I am a warlock who makes deals with all kinds of...
I'm just going
In reality, the reason that I've been around for so long is just because I'm a really stubborn asshole, right? I'm a real stubborn bastard. I refuse to go away.
beg my ass off.
I refuse to let anyone tell me what I can and can't do, and I refuse to lose. So I just stick around, and I persevere. While other people have bowed out and given up and thrown in the towel and quit.
Found a more respectful form of income, form of work.
Every time that some kind of new adversity hits me, I say, screw that.
Screw that. Marathon.
I'm going to keep going. And I do, and I find a way to succeed.
Screw that. Another marathon. That's how we handle problems around here.
Yeah, I know, Dab Hands, but there's nothing we can do.
The man's way.
I'm always skeptical of new people. You don't know if it's old people creeping back in or whatever. And, as a creator, that's something that you have to just basically deal with and be like, well, don't know. It is what it is. Certainly, I hope that newcomers who come by and are supporters are not someone who's already had awful conduct, someone who's already been banned, and now they're coming in with a sock account. But it's not
awful conduct means he went to go to another streamer and donated to her.
That's gay.
Not like you would know, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? Nothing.
Uh-huh.
I have no control over it. I'm sure it's happened tons of times over the years. It's just hilarious because it's always someone new, yet at the same time, people say it's the same person. So first, a lot of the times back in the day, people would say it was Swaggins. Oh, it was Swaggins is your only supporter. Swaggins comes by every stream and drops tons of money.
There we
right?
go.
Then it became only iced coffee. Oh, every supporter is only iced coffee. They're all the same person. Every single supporter must be only iced coffee. But what about Planet Jeff? Oh, every supporter is Planet Jeff secretly supporting from behind the scenes. Phil only has one supporter, right? And then over the years, it just keeps changing. But then they always pick up the same names. Like, so let me get this straight. All my supporters are the same person, yet you just named 20 different people.
Well, you named 3, so is there 17 more names you have ready?
So even your own logic fails. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, 1 Minute Man. There you go. 1 Minute Man.
1 Minute Man was publicly won Minuteman. He gave $20 every stream. That was not. There's nothing to be had there.
Everyone must be 1 minute, man. Right?
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Oh, go ahead.
You can't control who supports you. You can't, right? You have no control over that. The truth is, how people behave dictates how things go. As long as someone comes by and hangs out and is a cool person in chat and abides by the rules, I'm happy to have anyone here, whether you support or not.
Your tip style determines your band style.
But if someone ends up becoming a negative influence, a toxic influence, they're breaking the rules, they're being insulting, then they're going to get moderated just like anyone else. Doesn't matter if they're a supporter or not. And that's what's happened to a lot of these people. They start contributing, but then they think, oh, well, now I have free reign to just say and do whatever I want and be a nasty person to everybody because I'm contributing to the stream. And it couldn't be further from the truth. Everyone has exactly the same level of treatment. No one's better than anyone else.
That's just not true.
You know what I mean? And I hope that people understand that.
Well, I don't see that because everything Jade says gets a response, but it takes some people 1,000 messages to get you.
So, you know, in particular, these people who have been around in the last week who've been very supportive have been positive people. They haven't been toxic. They haven't been saying anything messed up. So it's all good.
Oh,
Danzak did a $5 super chat. He says, you have been around so long, you might be inspiring second-generation viewers. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, yes.
I've probably...
You've seen Steel Toe, haven't you? That's the second generation.
I'm 3 to 4 generations of viewer.
Uh-huh.
You know, I get people who leave comments on my videos. They're like, dude, I just found you again. I used to watch you back in, like, 2010. And I was just randomly searching, and, a video pops up in my feed, and it's you, and I can't believe you're still at it.
Is that inspiring a second generation? That's the same generation, Philip. That would be one generation.
And honestly, usually I get a comment like, wow, you look so different. Like, you sound different. You look different. Like, yeah. A lot has changed in the last 15 years. That's for sure. So thank you so much, Dan.
Wow, dude, you're looking so hot these days. I've liked you for so long. And I'm also a second generation viewer.
Appreciate that. Super chat. Thank you so much. Can we get our first sub of the day over on Kick to get some momentum on Kick? So far, we have 2 super chats. Can we get our first tip of the day?
Come on.
That would be excellent. Get a tip, get a sub, get a little bit of variety of support, and get that momentum flowing as we start up Silk Song.
1205 bros. 8% of you are sweating this now. Looks like he has no interest in starting anytime soon. Greedo the Green says, the other day when he said he brushed his hair wrong and had to go back to do it right, that was insane. He, like, if you didn't see that, well, I'm sure most of you did, went to the bathroom, brushed his hair, came back and said, oops, I think I brushed the wrong side, and then went back. That is insane. Insanity. Seabook Dev says, remember, you can always bait DSP without donating. Yes, bait is free. Bait is absolutely free. You need to use paid bait. Never need
Darth
to.
Fig says, Heavy Rain is how I first found you. There you go. Now that's 2010. That's literally a 2010 playthrough.
Is he going to do the pointing thing, or what are we waiting for here? What are we waiting for here, sir?
But when I say, by the way, people are saying, oh, how could you have a third generation viewer? You've only been doing this for 17 years.
Yes.
All right. If you're using it by the textbook definition, when you're saying that to me, it makes me feel like different generations of gamers. So, like, there was the Xbox 360 PS3 generation. That was the first generation that watched me, right? Then there was the PS4, Xbox One, Wii U generation. So that's like generation 2 that watched me. Then there was the PS5, Xbox Series S and X generation, and Switch generation. That's the third generation that watched me.
So it's console generation. So here's what the gentleman said then. You've inspired a whole... here, I'll read the tweet as DSP is saying. You've been around so long, you might be inspiring second console generation viewers. Isn't that cool?
Generation, right? Where we got, like, I'm a PC gamer now. I'm doing other things. I feel like there's been, like, 4 distinct time periods.
That's generations?
That I've been making content when it comes to gaming. That's what I mean.
Oh.
I'm not meaning actually
So you just ignore the, publicly agreed upon meaning of generation. Got it.
Was watching me when they were 18 years old and they had a kid, and now their kid grew up and had a kid, and their grandchild is watching me. That's not what I meant.
That's what they
I guess
meant.
It takes a little bit of intelligence and thought to think about, what I'm saying instead of you taking, matter of factly, at face value, most simple textbook definition for simpleton. There's no way that there could be 30 generations watching you. You're right. But most humans don't think that way.
Oh. Maybe it takes intelligence to understand the question? That you could also say that?
Holy shit. The Snuffleupagus. Subscribing for 9 months here on the channel. I believe that was an auto re-up. It was. But it does count.
Oh, it does count.
So thank you to the Snuffleupagus.
Counts and does not count. Can't tell.
True new sub or gifted sub, that's a resub, but it counts. It counts for the stream.
All right.
I've never played any Wasteland game whatsoever, no. So I don't know of the series. But
Shout
ever
out
put
to
my music
Wasteland.
on Spotify? No.
Yeah.
I found Proof of Life on Mars last week. Cool.
Is this a Q&A or?
React to that. Cool.
All right.
Oh, Snuffleupagus says it wasn't a resub. I hadn't subbed for a while, so you manually subbed. Thank you, Snuffleupagus. Then it definitely counts for the stream. I appreciate that.
5, 10.
Chats, we got a sub now. Can we get a tip? Then we'll look at contributions of every sort, which is a nice start. Abdullah, how are you?
Shout out to Abdullah.
What the hell? Abdullah did a $6.81 super chat. That's the biggest super chat of the day. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Had an accident emergency situation and had to drive 140 miles per hour with his sirens on. I assume it sounds like you're in emergency services.
Yeah, he's watching your stream while in emergency services.
He says, it's dangerous, but it pumps the adrenaline and it raises awareness.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never driven that fast. I've driven around 100.
He's watching DSP tries it while saving lives.
Fastest I've driven was around 100 miles per hour. I'll probably never do that again in my life. Oh, good morning, Cracker Jacks. So actually, it just turned afternoon. Good afternoon, Cracker Jacks. Oh, you're a patrol cop. Cool.
Oh my God, guys, can you imagine a patrol cop that donates to DSP? Your life is not in good hands. Your life is not in good hands. What?
It's not proof of life. It's evidence that strongly suggests biological carbon life existed on Mars millions of years ago, and it's pretty cool. All right, cool. Now let's find a fossil in that life, right? Let's now revive that creature from Mars, like Jurassic Park, and let's let that creature then destroy all life on Earth. Okay, I received a $5 tip. Someone says, will you play Borderlands 4? I literally get this question like 3 times a day now.
So that means a lot of people are asking for it, huh?
No. I'm not interested in Borderlands 4 at this time. Here's why. I played Borderlands 1 as a playthrough when the series first started. I was very interested in it. I played it solo and shortly realized, oops, this game probably shouldn't be played solo. It was actually too difficult to be effectively played solo. So I thought it was okay, but I didn't really get out of it what I should have gotten. Then when Borderlands 2 came out, I did a full co-op playthrough of the game with John Rambo. And we actually had a good time with it.
Hold on. He said it. Just so you know who John Rambo is. That's John Rambo. Go ahead.
Overall, we thought it was fun. Was it the best game of the year or anything? No. But it was a pretty solid romp for co-op. When Borderlands 3 came out, I played it solo again. And the game, I hate to say it, kind of jumped the shark. It was too over-the-top, stupid, edgy adult humor. The jokes didn't land and just weren't funny, in my opinion. The gameplay loop was actually quite repetitive and pretty boring. And I just wasn't enjoying myself, nor was the audience. I forced myself to finish it, but most people hated the game. So ever since then, when more Borderlands came out, like the Tiny Tina's Wonderland of Butt or whatever it was called.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland of Butt.
I just didn't care. Like, I didn't care about Borderlands anymore. And then when Borderlands 4 was announced, I still didn't care. And now Borderlands 4 is out. and I don't care. Like, it just feels like the same shit. It's a looter shooter. It's repetitive gameplay. Yes, there's some edgy humor in there, but it's kind of like been there, done that. Like, you've already seen this in Borderlands 1, 2, and 3. Unless you absolutely love the co-op aspect to play with friends, why are you going to play Borderlands 4? I'm not going to do that, so I don't have a desire to play it. Like, right now, I'm playing completely unique games. Probably a best-in-class Metroidvania in Silksong. I'm playing an insanely hard, but also really interesting story of Chronos: The New Dawn survival horror. I've got a classic JRPG from my yesteryear, from my young days. I love playing it in Suikoden 2. And we're playing a remake of a classic third-person shooter in Gears, right? Every single one of those games is fun for different reasons. Why should I now play a repetitive, grindy game that really offers nothing?
How do you know, though, anyways?
It's repetitive, grindy gameplay.
Not defending Borderlands.
I just say there's just certain game genres. They are good if you play them with a group of friends, and it's that social aspect that makes them good.
That's
the games
hard
themselves
part.
are okay, but when you add the social aspect, that's what really makes them shine. That's Borderlands, and I'm not going to do it that way. So
I don't have any friends, so can't do it that way. Okay.
Or why you would want to see me play it. We now
Sounds
have
good to me,
two
dude.
instances, Borderlands 1 and 3, where I played Borderlands and it didn't work because I played it solo, so I don't know why I would play 4.
All right.
Abdullah, did you just re-up your membership? It looks like you did, huh? Well, let's see here. Gay Gorilla 45 tipped me $1. Says you should do a tactical soap review. We already talked about these soap reviews, and I'm not doing them because apparently it's some kind of a stupid lolcow meme, so fuck that.
There you go.
Or you should do a local barbecue review. We looked into a couple local barbecues, and the thing is, number one, they're all really expensive for what they are. Number two, getting delivery barbecue, I'm very skeptical because I did actually do that before, and the barbecue overcooked and was dry and not good when delivered. So that was disappointing. And number three, I can't eat a lot of red meat. Okay, I can't. I'm not supposed to eat a lot of red meat.
Why?
Because
Why not, though?
My health conditions.
Well, what's that health condition? I'm interested in that. Why can't you eat a lot of red meat? Huh?
So, if I eat barbecue, it's like, what do they actually have at barbecue? Well, they have red meat in beef, red meat in pork, red meat with any kind of ribs that I get, brisket, red meat, tips, or burnt tips, red meat.
He actually just said tips. Tips.
I get brisket, red meat, tips, or burnt tips, red meat.
Tips.
The only thing they actually have at a barbecue place that's not red meat is the chicken. And that's one thing they have, but no one's going to want to see me just try barbecue chicken.
Tips.
So that's why I'm skeptical. Why am I going to spend a lot of money to get food delivered that's not going to be great delivered because it's probably going to overcook on the way, and then it's going to be food that I'm not supposed to be eating. So that's why I've been very skeptical about the barbecue. Okay?
Okay.
Lucifer Arise did a $20 Canadian super dance. Thank you. I appreciate that that on-the-fly translation there, Abdullah.
Translation, Abdullah.
Nice of you. So
I've been like trying to look at these super chats and like seeing their channel. This is, as you might expect, that guy is a failed YouTuber. Here it is, as they all are. The guy that's doing the on-the-fly translations, and he also likes WWE champions. So here we go. Is this it?
The WWE opponents, but
oh yeah, he just uploads matches. All right.
Lucifer Arise, what a name.
Pretty cool.
$14 and 52-cent super chat. Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah, it's not champions. You know what it is, though. That's why I cut it off so fast.
$41 of support so far. I also just received a $5 tip. This person says, thanks for the money, dummy. I just really missed hearing you say that. Well, thank you so much. You're almost a third of the way to our goal, and I haven't even booted up the game yet. That's a great sign. Thank you for that early support, everybody.
I mean, you've been begging your ass off for it for the entire time. Why is that a surprise?
Stream, and we can make max. Let's keep hitting those goals for Silksong, so I can keep Silksong as a daytime stream, and we can make maximum progress before the new releases hit. End of the month, next week. It's actually late next week. Okay, about 10 days we have to play a lot of Silksong. I would love to do many more major streams of Silksong before new releases hit. Excuse me. Darth Fig says, I just beat Chronos last night. It took me over 18 hours. That's searching every nook and cranny. I barely died throughout the game, but man, the second to last boss fight is tough. Ooh, boy. Great.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Munch.
Mugman says, if you're doing awful games, try awful fast food, A&W. We do have an A&W. We had talked about this. There is an A&W near me. However, it's one of those express locations where it's half A&W and half something else. I forget what it is. It might be like KFC or something. So because of that, they don't have the whole menu. They're very limited. I think they have like a hamburger, a hot dog, and like fries, and like that's it. Like they don't have anything else. Like very insanely basic menu. But I've never tried.
It's not that basic.
At A&W. We could try that as something different for DSP tries it at some point.
That's not what the question was, but this one
Okay.
really sucks now. We're just waiting to get money. Okay.
I received a $5 tip. Oh, Abdullah, this is from you? Oh, thank you.
That
Abdullah
guy-
says it's from him. He wanted me to get to 50. Thank you so much.
Super chat, membership, and then also tip, because that's what Daddy asked for.
Excellent.
Let's check out another video from this guy.
Ka-ching.
Oh,
Thank you
yes,
so
he has
much.
shorts. Public short here from this guy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Appreciate that.
There you go.
What's the lighting theme today? I think it's supposed to be rippling waters. That's what it's supposed to be, like ripples going across like a lake or a pond or something like that. Am I going to play the new Digimon game? Probably not. To be honest, looking at the release schedule and all the games that are going to be coming out in the next couple of months, that's going to be tons of games coming out. I don't think Digimon's going to be on the docket, so...
Yeah, fuck Digimon, am I right?
Really? Facehooker says, the funniest part about Borderlands 4 is that the only streamers sticking with the game is if they're already sponsored. I watched a few only to see them asking for subs, gifted subs. What a crime. Duh.
Oh, he doesn't know what to think about that.
Like a full-on, the purpose of the club is dancing? No. I've been to bars, nightclubs, stuff like that, where there is some dancing.
That's what they mean.
But I've never
Oh my
been to a place
God.
that's 100% like a dedicated dance club.
Okay. Great questions going on here. Okay, can we move on yet?
My eyes look a bit puffy. Did I get enough sleep last night? I already said I lost some sleep last night because my wife went to work today, and she goes to work early, and when she gets up early to get ready for work, Jasper wakes up, and Jasper kept waking me up this morning. I lost like 90 minutes of sleep that I normally would have had
Oh,
because he
shoot.
just kept waking me up. I'm like, oh,
10,
kind
15.
of game. The new Digimon game looks better than the new Pokemon game. They're not even the same kind of game. The Digimon game is a narrative-based, story-based game.
Does that mean it can't look better than the Pokemon
While
game?
Pokemon is an official entry into the Pokemon franchise with the full, catching, training, gyms, all that stuff, right?
So that's not what they said. Matthew says, why won't he mention
Excuse me.
gout? Because that's embarrassing, and he knows trolls laugh at that. So he says, it sounds better. My situation. Free Ice Cream says, most humans don't use words how they're defined. Yeah, but there is still a public kind of acceptance of certain words. You know what I mean? And generation is not that, what he claimed. 15, 20...
To chat about before we get set up and we start with Silk Song for today.
Seems like we're done. No one's saying anything.
Chronos, I think they're super cute, and it's funny that that's the creature that they put in a horror game. A bunch of cute kitties. I like. What do you think? Don't our own broke stairs.
All right. Don't what? I kind of think I missed something there.
You're not gonna drink my water. Just had two
Water.
face
Who
settled
cares?
because
I thought he was going to say spray water.
last year, but it's okay. They lasted. Each of them lasted just about 2 years. And they just have these tiny little generic motors. These are the same motors that they use in like automated fountains. Like you ever saw those waterfall fountains and things that are for show? It's the same exact kind of motor. They don't last. They're made of plastic, crappy thing. So they just died, and we actually got him a replacement one with a nice shiny stainless steel top now. It's better than the old one that was like a white plastic top. It's very nice, very fancy.
He's talking about the water thing for
very-
Jasper. Who cares?
Costumes and things on. We've tried this before, and he will not last more than about 30 seconds with something on. He immediately gets it right off because he hates it. How are we doing viewership-wise? Because that's what I was waiting on. We just finally hit 200 viewers on YouTube.
That's not about that view shit either, Philip. That's your live viewers. How does that feel? Big up Bonsai Boy.
And we have About 70 on Kick. All right. I guess we've beat around the bush enough and we can get started with Silk Song.
Definitely. Ooh, 40% of you are looking good.
Jasper, I have to actually start playing the
10
game
minutes
now.
left here.
I don't want you to start playing. Get set up here.
Okay. 21% have already felted.
As well. Thank you for the early support. We're already at $50, and I really appreciate that. We're going to get around 3.5 hours of Silk Song gameplay in here today, which is what I was expecting.
I'm going to get 3.5 hours of Death Stranding tonight, if everything goes my way, but we'll see.
Great progress. Please, let's keep hitting our goals for Silk Song so we can keep it in the rotation as a daytime stream. Okay.
This one is a no-watch situation, this stream. Oh, hold on. Curious debate, no Kick nonsense. It'll be on Kick. That's the Kick nonsense. I think I'm gonna do the call-in show like once a week. I think that's how to do it. Once a week we do the call-in. Every other day I'd go on Kick. We do something else. Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna do something. Ready? All right. So everyone on Kick, all the LARPers are insisting that I just did a podcast. Is that correct? Are you guys saying that I just did a podcast?
No, no one is. No.
Because I said it was a hangout session. We're just hanging out, building up attendance. That's all that was. But you guys are insisting that I did a podcast, correct?
What did one
you think
person
that was a
say?
Podcast, what I just did?
Say no, by the way. Tonight, PC Gamer. On Kick, though. Okay. Yeah, people are handling this correctly. Good job, Kick. Good job, Kick viewers, saying, what's the difference? How is this different? If that wasn't a podcast, what was it? The podcasts are literally the same thing. Perfect job by the LARPers as usual. Don't give
podcast.
You know, don't give him what he wants. You know he's looking for a specific thing. You know never to do that.
How is this different from a podcast?
Yes.
If it wasn't a podcast, then what is it?
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What are you going to say now?
It's a podcasting. So you're admitting I'm a podcaster. Because you used to say I don't do a podcast.
That's
what I
the
do
joke?
In the morning is not a podcast. Podcasts are supposed to have guests.
They didn't say that. He was waiting for the payoff so bad, and he did not get it. So he's going to try to brute force it anyway.
If it wasn't a podcast, then what is it? Okay, fair enough. It's a podcast. So you're admitting I'm a podcaster. Because you used to say I don't do a podcast. What I do in the morning is not a podcast. Podcasts are supposed to have guests. Podcasts are always supposed to have dedicated topics. Simply me just sitting here talking with you is not a podcast.
Big up to Edward.
But now you just said I just did a podcast because I sat here and talked with you. So I'm a podcaster then. Cool. Thanks for confirming that. I just wanted to lock that in. Because you know, I've been saying that for years, but you've been so contrarian. But now you're finally backing me up and corroborating what I've been saying all along. So 2 thumbs up. I appreciate that, stupid. Okay.
All right. Well, really felt it him, man. They didn't. He was waiting for him to say he is a podcaster. No one said that, and then he went along with it anyway. You know, it's like the equivalent of saying, knock, knock, who's there? Apple. 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 And they say something else. Orange, you glad I didn't say apple? Dumb fuck. I didn't say orange.
See how easy it is? You see how easy it is to fuck with these people because they're so stupid?
Definitely. Right. You definitely got them.
Let's get Silk Song ready to go.
What a felting.
I do have to pee quickly, though. And that's going to be like a second, and then we're going to start.
We'll see how long that is.
Just give me a second. I'm going to go use the restroom, and then we're going to begin. Okay? I'll be right back. In the meantime, if you wanted to shower me with contributions, like subs and memberships and super chats and tips, to shower the king with contributions as we start, so that way we hit the goal right away, I wouldn't mind. That would actually be pretty preferred. All right? I'll be right back in just a sec.
Great joke, King. YouTube mode has not started. 26 gang is in danger now. He came back quickly, though. Hold on. He's now back.
Theory. All right?
We have 4 minutes now. This poll is a good one. Let's see.
I think there's something with the wiring in this room that actually causes interference with my equipment. And here's why I have this theory. When I get up sometimes, just sitting up out of the chair, a bunch of stuff happens. So for example, I just got up to use the bathroom. When I got up to use the bathroom, the video signal on my TV cut out and came back. And then my frame turned on behind me.
That's a
at
you
the same
thing.
time. But the two aren't connected. So there's something in this room, maybe wiring under me or something, that when I get
Wiring under you?
it up and stuff, it's
Where do you think wires go?
screws with the stuff in the room. It's bizarre. I don't know what's causing it, but it has to be something that's... How is it that those things happen at the same time, but they're not connected in any way? They're not connected to a network or anything, nothing like that. It's very weird, but things like this have been happening ever since I upgraded my setup, where the video signal will cut in and out for no reason, and then something weird happens. Like I said, this frame behind me has malfunctioned constantly. It's not a big deal. Like, all I got to do is turn it off and on again, and usually it's fine. I just
I think you guys are overthinking it. I think it's like USB cable is loose and he kind of vibrates it in and out of that shitty motherboard, that kind of thing. But who knows?
The white balance settings tend to
also,
reset.
his capture card is laying on the fucking ground, you know? Probably kicks that around a little bit.
Too, and I don't understand that.
Who knows?
Yeah. Okay, now it's off.
All right. 23 still there. And it just so happened to start with his new setup. So
I just don't get it.
Uh-huh.
How is it that? Just think about that.
Yeah,
what
go ahead.
would have caused that? So my wiring for my direct capture, it goes from the PC all the way to my PC over here to the direct capture device and back via a wire. All that wiring is over there on the other side of the room.
Yes.
It's not even near me. Okay?
It still vibrates when you walk around,
TV is over
stomping
there
around.
on that side of the room, not even near me. None of the wiring, none of that is anywhere in remotely near where I'm sitting right now.
Okay.
We're talking probably 3 to 6 feet away. Okay? Why, when I stand up out of this chair, would the video signal blip out and come back?
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
Why, at the same time that happened, would my frame behind me, which is wirelessly connected to my network and to my phone, turn on by itself? All I did was stand up out of my chair.
Watch it have like watch it have like a motion feature that he has on. You know, turns on with motion.
It's weird.
All right, we have a minute and a half left for the 1226 crew.
How could my house be haunted? My house was built in the 1990s. My house was built in the 1990s, and I know all about the family that lived here before me, and they didn't. There were no murders or anything. Okay. Trust me. I'm
taking
good.
that awful literally, huh?
I know, and I know I wasn't built on an Indian burial ground, so we're all good.
How do you know that? All right, hilarious stuff though.
Okay.
Nonetheless, nailed it. Very funny.
Let's begin. So, by the way, you did not shower me with contributions while I was using the restroom, so I'm very disappointed in you.
Oh, we know. Don't worry.
Oh, I didn't turn on the controller. I need to call Chris Borez, the ghost doctor. I thought that he retired. I thought that he completely retired. He's not doing anything anymore. He's done with content creation.
You keep up to date on Father Lolcows, like the irate gamer.
Okay.
Interesting.
Ready? Let's go.
All right, we are 29 seconds away.
Oh, actually, hold on. I need to change my pop-up.
Oh my God!
Animation to be over here.
Phil, fuck up. Take a little more time now. Okay, 40. 20 seconds left.
Let's begin.
20 seconds.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, it's over. It's over, Johnny. 39% of you won. 40% of you just got felted. Damn, that was close. Great poll today. Best in the business. Let's see how this starts.
Welcome back to Hollow Knight Silk Song. Hope you're all ready for some fun today. I know I am.
We definitely are. Going live.
We did have no beads. Oh, crud.
Oh, crud, no beads.
Wait, it's missing? It's over here.
All right, for those dipping out, I will be on Kick tonight if you're interested in some Piss Style Man stuff, and I'll be back tomorrow for normal shit if you want to get back on the PreeStream train.
Do I have rosaries? I don't think I do.
Yeah, the fun really is over now.
We have to find more rosaries to get fast travel up
I'll
here.
watch a little bit, but then we're out.
Where does this go? Lock. Son of a bitch. Oh.
Later, Nibbity.
I wanted to open the fast travel. It would have been perfect, but now I'm screwed. I have no rosaries.
Oh, yeah, Nibbity, I know you're talking about the call-in show highlights, and I finally did download them, so I will get that done this week. I downloaded all the Kick shows, so I'll get the best calls, and I'll make a montage.
Why not give me some rosaries? Give me some. Not good. What's this?
Let's see him face some difficulty.
This looks like something. Like there's something maybe above me, but I can't see it. It's too high up. Huh. And that's it. I can't go any higher. Son of a bitch.
Richard Parker, I use this website now. I used to use ChatGPT only, but now I found this one. It's way more, it's simpler. There you go, Richard.
That was the wrong button. Shit, I wanted to heal. I hit the wrong button. Fuck, I forgot.
There you go, Richard. I used to use ChatGPT, but now I just use that.
Oh, God. Oh!
There was a single temple piece. Single one. We have a temple drought now of, I believe, 3 weeks.
Damn it.
2 weeks, maybe? At least 2 weeks.
I definitely like the area, but man, I need to find rosaries so I can buy the fast travel. I need rosaries so I can buy the map when I can find it. I gotta do all this stuff.
Yes, I was waiting, Iwamoto, for this. Thank you, sir. In Japan today, Monday, September 15th, my friends, you know what day it is? It is Respect for the Aged Day. So thank you so much, Iwamoto. I do appreciate that. That's not a lie. It is true. Perfect idea. Go under. Yep, go under, Philip. It's not a big day for me. That's not true. It's not a big day. No.
What's this?
It's not a day for me.
Spare a song for those who lay here silent. By strength abandoned, they fell before the final ascent. These are pilgrims.
Oh. Ooh. Thank you, Vicious. That's why I can do Death Stranding later. Yeah. It's my gift. All right, we'll wait till he beats this mini boss.
Darn, one fell.
Or was that it?
That was a good amount of rosaries. I think that's all that's here. 61. At least if I get back, I can go do the fast travel now. That's all that's here. It's just an optional fight. Okay. The last time I went up here, right? Yes.
Okay. I want to see him fight something.
Oh, she's here.
Ooh.
Hello. Eagle Child Hack, I encountered a settlement near here at the core of a vein of old bells. The bugs there were snared silent in a web of silk. It seemed the pernicious trap of some unseen predator. I left quickly, making sure to avoid the glimmering threads. I passed that town myself, the thread sickness. I've seen it's like upon the roads. There it does not discriminate. The curse that strikes the town, it is driven and focused. A cold use of silk at a concerning scale. If the path permits, I will investigate its source. Oh, come on. Look, I need 9 more.
The age cutoff for elderly, Ozzy, the elderly cutoff for in Japan is actually 60. 60 is the age of retirement usually, even though that is trying to change that. But the age of retirement in Japan is historically 60. But some companies make it 65 now.
Okay, I have enough. Okay. Got the map. Perfect. Excellent composer. Yeah, I like the music for sure. I think it's great. And people are saying that I guess the Hollow Knight soundtrack was also really good. Man, I died up there. That sucks. It sucks that I died there.
Yes, that is true. Companies decide when they can pay out their 401k shit or whatever the company has for you.
It looks like if we continue to go up, the optional dungeons up there, and that's probably going to have another new crest and fighting style.
I don't know the details though, but I know companies can individually say it's 62 for our company, 60 for our company, and they can push old people out way more than we can in America if you get too old.
See if we can find a way to platform up to that bench.
But they take care of their older people more than America does. When they kick you out though, they take care of you. It's not like see you later. They'll give you something for kicking you out.
Oh, what could this be?
No, I wasn't pushed out.
I need to find this bench, man.
They're not saying anything, I don't think, right, Aces. They're just saying, like, I can't tell.
Special.
But anyways, it looks like Final Wish is not coming today, so we'll see how this game does. Without Final Wish, I think it's a struggle.
I need wall jump. Without wall jump, I can't get through this stuff.
Huge.
Oh, man. This stinks. When the heck do I get wall jump? Look, all of it's dead end. Yep,
One thing, a sign of the time, I'm playing Super Metroid every once in a while with my kids and stuff. They would never do wall jump like they did in that game again, right? Remember, like how they show you the animals doing the wall jump, but they don't really show you? Like, they will never do that again. It's like it's not even that cryptic, but like nowadays, that would never do that.
Take that.
That could be John Doe. He knew he wasn't coming today. So he's like, oh, we got a problem. We got problems.
Out of daggers. Shit. Good news is, I am ascending.
Are you?
Can't get that high. Go this way. Oh, good. Okay, I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. Nice. A bench? Yes, please. No, wall jump required for the bench? Oh, come on. Wall jump required for the bench.
Get fucked. Yeah, that game has a lot of secret mechanics, actually, Super Metroid. You know about you can make 5 bombs come out at one time if you store it and then go in a ball? Like, you never need to use that ever. That's like just to be cool. Oh, boss soon? All right, maybe I'll stay around for that. I'll stay around till 4, I guess.
The challenge room.
Whichever comes first. No, challenge room, then we're out.
I have no daggers.
Come on. Good start. Good start. Face tanking. So smooth. Look at this gameplay. He's locked in.
That was easy. That was an easy challenge room. Cool.
Cool.
No big deal. We Now we can get to the bench. Yes. Hell yeah. No, I have no rosaries. I'm gonna have to use this one. Oh, still not enough. This would be 32. I need a few more rosaries to get this. Shit. What a pain in the ass. Dang it, I can't go up.
Down to 185 viewers on YouTube for him.
Okay. Interesting. This is where we had already been. Dang, I need rosaries. But nobody has any, right? No one here is going to give rosaries. Only the floating guys with the spears, I think, drop rosaries. I don't think the bugs do.
Anybody in chat know? No, I wouldn't know about that. Pissing on each other during the Demon Slayer movie? Where? For what? Just to be stupid? A prank?
Oh, this sucks. I need rosaries, man. Oh, they respawn?
Jesus. Good style anime, huh? I didn't go. I did not go. I still didn't go. I never went. But if that's kind of part of the protocol. Oh, well, if he got beat up, that's good. Deserved beat up.
Out of it once you're in it. Can I go over it? Yes, I can.
Okay, well, that's good then.
Huh.
That is the correct response by the universe.
You can't hit it? No, I was going to say, can you hit it and have it go down? And no, you can't. You're stuck in it. Because I want to see if I can go to the left there. But
probably why you're locked in it. Oh, God, this sucks.
I didn't go all the way to the right here. How did I miss? Are you
Perfect.
kidding?
Perfect. That's one of those cases where DSP makes people all better than they are. He jumps right into this. Jump! So it's thrown at this point.
Are you kidding?
Okay, so watch. Oh, one more after this, okay? So he tries to hit. That's a miss. Falls back down. Arrow is thrown by the person. DSP said, well, that's going to miss me, so I better jump into this one. Bam! Better lock in here.
So now I have enough rosaries. I do. I have enough rosaries to get the checkpoint. So I'm going to go back. Jump!
Perfect.
Jump! It stuck me in the water. Are you for real?
What did you expect to happen? He did jump, and the game did give him a jump, by the way. He just jumped into the ledge.
Rosaries. I do. I have enough rosaries to get the checkpoint. So I'm going to go back.
Into the water. There's the jump.
Boom! I couldn't jump. It stuck me in the water. Are you for real?
Like that jump.
Oh. It stuck me in the water.
Yeah.
I tried.
No, you did jump.
To jump, and she wouldn't jump on the platform.
Because you were under the platform. You'd rather go through that?
That's awful.
Are you blaming the game here or yourself?
Dang, I go all the way back. That sucked.
Was that a you thing or the game thing? It sounds like you're blaming the game for that, but would you say the same thing in Super Metroid when that would happen? Perfect, nailing it. Take it over this room.
The water stinks, man. The water makes you so not maneuverable.
We're gonna die again! Oh, he's still getting health. He's still trying to do it!
The water blows.
Water blows. All right, on that note, big ups everybody. I'll be on Kick later tonight for some Death Piss Style Man, and back here tomorrow for another pre-stream. You're all legends. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.